you already know. Blessings are lessons. Say it quick, don't say it slick. If you can't say amen, say ouch. Because the truth can stink a little bit. And that way we're going to know if it done hit you or if it done bit you. And we got some good topics tonight. We got blessings and lessons. We got my sister, Angie, in the house.
Hello.
Can you tell them where they can find you at if they look for you or something? You say something interesting.
I'm on Facebook, Angela Reed, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Instagram, BAngieB.
TikTok?
No TikTok.
Dog, we got my kinfolk dog. I call it dog, but it's Randy. And where can they find you at if they look for you?
On Facebook, it's Randy Holmes. Then I also have Let Him Talk on Facebook as well.
Right, okay. And we already know Logic, but where they can find you at, good brother?
Logic TV Media across all platforms.
Right. And he got some other ones.
Yeah, payroll.
With 5
L's, yeah. BP
got a lot of
payroll.
things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the blessings and lessons, different seasons, embroidery and printing. And we are in the Matrix building. We got some good topics tonight. And I was checking out something the other day, and it was like about the agenda of them pushing skirts on our young men. And I want to get some feedback on it. Angie, how you feel about that?
I definitely don't. I'm not okay with it. I don't think it's any wrong with a person choosing to be gay, but I feel like it's a choice. They definitely shouldn't be doing it at a young age,
Right.
Because some of the decisions that they make at a young age can affect them. So I don't think a 2-year-old should be wearing a skirt. I've been to the nail shop a couple of times. This one particular time that I can remember, a lady was in there allowing her son he was like about 5, allowing him to get him a pedicure. And nothing wrong with a pedicure, nothing's wrong, but to allow him to get his toes polished, I thought that was that was way too much.
Right.
And then I was in there once before. There was a guy in there. He brought his daughter. He got her a manicure. He got some manicure, and I'm like, oh, cool. But then he proceeds to get his nails polished. I'm like, oh, no.
Like clear polish?
No, color polish.
Do you think he was doing the daddy thing?
I don't know. I don't care if it is a daddy thing. A daddy's thing is
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because I've seen them sit down at the tea tables and stuff
if
like
you
that.
want your baby, if she wants to polish your nails, that's one thing. But to actually go in and pay to get your nails polished, no. I feel like if you want to take your child to get her nails, you can get a pet manicure with her. You can get a pedicure. Just stay away from the polish table.
The colors.
Yeah.
Logic, what you think?
Hey man, the emasculation is real, man. It's been going downhill for about 20-25 years now. So, some of the master teachers said it a long time ago. For Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she said, the sagging was going to lead to dresses and skirts, and what I'm saying. He said you're gonna sag so low until they come out of your pants, and you're gonna step right into a dress. That's what she said. And we witnessing it firsthand, and not only just the skirts, but you got purses, and they come with the whole giddy up. So it's really It's not a situation where anybody's judging, but when you blur the lines between male, female, the roles, this, that, and other, then you wonder why people can't get a decent relationship going, because the men acting like women acting like men, and you don't think that how they dress and what the roles are got anything to do with the purses and the dress, and she can't look at you like a man if you know what I'm saying, your pants tighter than hers, and it's just all that's confusing. So that's where I'm at on it. Like I said, I don't judge about it, but it has to be a separation between male and female. You know what I'm saying? And we supposed to know what that is, not, a woman telling a man what he's supposed to be and a man telling a woman, because a man ain't never been a woman ain't never been a man. So the men is supposed to teach the men and the women is supposed to teach the women, and nature will take its course from there. But, everybody fight nature at this point. So it is what it is.
It's all a ploy and a plot, I think, by our government, because they started with taking the men out of the household in the beginning. Then they started with all this rap music, devaluing women, devaluing our men, calling each other niggas, and all this other stuff. Then they start with how the purses and the dresses and how we are devaluing ourselves, and we're allowing them to do it. Like, that's where it's really starting. And now they see that people are starting to wake up and see that, wait a minute, people are calling this stuff out. So now let's do something. Let's throw something else in the mix. Now let's throw these skirts in the mix.
Right.
And if you think about it, the people at the top that's wearing these so-called skirts are the ones who's trying to influence everybody. But guess what? They're getting paid.
They get paid
from
for
the
that.
top.
Right.
They're not getting paid from us. Yes, we paying our money to see them, to
To see
listen
them
to
in
their
the
music.
dresses.
But you don't think they getting some money from somewhere else
Yeah, they get
to
paid to
push
do
this
that.
agenda? They getting some money to push the agenda.
Right. Yeah, I feel like they always attacking our seeds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they they worried about the future.
Oh yeah.
So if they soften that up, they got less resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we was talking all about it earlier, and it's starting to home when you saying you can teach your kids to not do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much influence right under your roof with the TV with the YouTube and the phone with the YouTube and everything is, the media is right there. Even though you teaching a certain thing, it's like they still got pressure because, like, the 1585 rule, like, you know what I'm saying, the 15 with the common sense and the 85 with the not. So it's overwhelming when you go outside and you got 10 kids that's being taught the right way, and you got 100 kids that's probably raising themselves or raised by video games or raised getting thrown in the room, and then your kids go over there and it seems like it's more people with the dumb stuff, and then it makes them feel out of place because they looking at them funny, and then they start to, you know what I'm saying?
And I tell my kids that all the time. Like, my kids ain't allowed, like, my son just turned 17. This is his first year ever going to a football game without an adult with him. And I told him, the same way you just got this freedom, don't get it taken away. Because it's not about my child, because I know what I put into my child.
That's right.
Right.
But I don't know what everybody else
Yes,
put into
yeah.
theirs.
And
You got to realize, like, and you got to teach your kids, everybody ain't your friend. The person that's your friend is the one that want to see you win.
Right.
If a person want to see you doing the same stuff they doing and they doing bad stuff, think about it. That's not your friend. Because at the end of the day, when y'all locked up, how much of friends are we? I don't want to see nobody I like or love locked up.
Right.
So if I do the crime, I'm going to do it by myself. I'm not taking nobody else with me.
the best way to do
You
it.
teaching them how to be a gangster.
I'm teaching my kids. I'm teaching my kids the way we used to be taught back in the day.
Right.
A real friend gonna love you. They gonna see you hungry and they gonna feed you. They not gonna go out and eat and tell you, put you on Facebook or on social media, Instagram, talking about how you broke. That's not a friend.
Right.
That ain't no friend. And that's what these kids are learning, and they learning it from their parents. Because their parents are selfish people and all they worry about is they self. That's what's wrong with the world. It's too many selfish people not thinking about others, but in their own selfishness, they not realizing they hurting themselves and their kids. Because guess what? If somebody wants something and needs something and they know you got it,
Right.
and you're not willing to share, what are they willing to get it from you? What are they willing to do? That's why it's so much killing. People is not teaching their kids because they selfish themselves.
So you need the parents to take accountability.
Well,
Yeah, most definitely.
and that is some truth to that, but we do have some kids that are followers as well. I've seen kids that's, been raised really well, but it's bad influencers of other kids have bad influence on them. So some people do teach their kids, but after they get out there, some of them make those choices, bad choices. So I mean, like I said, I've seen parents that's had their kids on the up and up, but the choices that they made landed them in jail, so
Pregnant.
Yeah,
pregnant. I mean, because I'm like, I am like, my mama taught me, he said pregnant. I was pregnant at 16, my choices, but she did,
She didn't teach you that.
she didn't teach me that. She told me about safe sex. If you're going to do it, play safe, but the choices that I made. So, but yes, like I said, a lot of it start at home.
And same
Morals,
for me.
values, integrity, and principles taught at the house.
And the same with me. I got pregnant at 16.
Right.
But
our kids didn't.
our kids did not.
That's right.
And I think it was more so like back in the day, talking about sex and all that stuff was taboo. My grandma put me on birth control.
Yeah.
But when you find a man, when you haven't had a man around and you think this man loves you, you willing to do things that maybe wouldn't be acceptable in your parents' eyes. Like for me, my first husband, which was also my first kid's father,
Right.
he was buying my shoes. He was buying my clothes. Me and my grandma was living in Mohawk. So he was giving me lunch money. He was taking me to school. He was taking on a role of, I'm taking care of you.
What
Right?
made you go against the teachings, though?
What made me go against my grandma and them?
Teachings.
Her teachings?
Yeah, she was teaching you not to do that, and you got pregnant early.
Because when you're
go
looking for
against it?
love and you think you find it,
Yeah.
so her teaching and what somebody else wants is two different things. See, she never really wanted kids.
Grandma
She never wanted kids. I always wanted kids. So there's two different things. She wanted to go to college, and at the time I didn't want to go to college. That's not what I wanted. That was what she wanted for me. And that's where we get the lines blurred and confused, because we tell our kids what we want for them.
Right.
We don't bother to ask, what do you want for yourself? And that's where the problem lies. Like, we got to figure out what our kids want for themselves. Because if they don't see a vision of themselves being great, it don't matter how great we see them. They got to be able to see that. But we got to be able to instill that in them. But we got to know where they at to show them where they need to go.
Right. That's
what
real.
You feel about on that ring?
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's with the kids. A lot of people don't really hone in with their kids. You know what I mean? The kids kind of raise themselves, and then you just kind of put them on the educational track, but that ain't necessarily what they're gifted at. And got inspiration to do or whatever. So a lot of times we miss the mark. Like, just say as a man, if I have a boy, he automatically gonna play football. Well, he might not want to play football. He might be a computer expert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm pushing him over here to athletics when he's trying to use his mental, and then you wonder why everything don't work. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this rat race got us to where we don't really have time to just. I mean, we do have time, but we don't take the time to really pay attention to our children. You can learn a lot from a child that in between 1 and 3. Just pay attention. Like I got a granddaughter, and all she do is get into the mud. You put her outside, she going straight to digging, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, she need to be doing some gardening. You know what I'm saying? Off top, she love it. So it ain't, some girls don't want to get dirty in it. No, she's full-fledged. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just have to kind of see their gifts. You know what I'm saying? Because this society don't want to see you succeed. I'm just, I hate to say that, but I mean, that's what it is. This society is kind of set up to where you put your children on this conveyor belt. You know what I'm saying, of what everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your kids to do better than you, but at the same time, did you do what you wanted to do, or did you do what you had to do? You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you trying to force your kids to do something that they don't want to do. It's something that they had to do because mama and them said, or grandma and them said, or you know what I'm saying? So then nobody is really being they self, or really having time to nurture themselves. Yeah, purpose wise.
With that right there, That's when I was thinking about when they said they can't pick their bedtime, but they can pick their gender.
Man,
See, so what you
Exactly.
saying it like that? If the child come up to you and say, "Hey, I don't want to wear boy clothes. I want to wear girl clothes," what you have to say to that?
well, basically, if it's a child, they don't know no better.
Well, you just said it. They was digging in the dirt. You was
Yeah,
talking about
yeah, but
kids.
what I'm saying, as far as like gender wise, something that's going to be with you for a lifetime, that's not something that you chose. That's something that you are. You know,
Right.
so whether you feel comfortable in your own skin or not, you know, maybe you need some counseling about what's what and
Right.
the reason for what, you know what I'm saying? But just you're going to switch out who you are. That's not how life works. You know what I'm saying? And you have more problems trying to go against the grain than you would going with the grain.
So you pick and choose what you
Yeah,
let
I
them
mean,
pick, and some things you don't let them pick.
Well, it's some things you got
like
to.
when we was growing up, we had females around us that was like quote
Tomboy.
tomboys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no problem with the tomboys, but
I was-
later on in life, it kind of seemed like they grew out of it. You know, they just liked to doing some of the rough stuff that the boys like doing, and didn't nobody really judge them like that. You know what I'm saying? So now you got them having the same feelings, but then you trying to cross them all the way over and castrate them and give them a whole different. I mean, by the time they 21, 22, they might have a whole different feeling,
Exactly.
but they done already messed
They done
themselves up
already
while
messed
they
up.
was teens. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
So you got to curb that.
yeah, you most
Under
definitely.
your roof. You gonna,
Well, the whole thing is when you're talking to a child
right.
about sex, procreation, gender roles, or whatever like that, how deep is their understanding? You know what I'm saying? I mean, for a child to come to you on that level, who they been talking to?
All right.
What's their real understanding? Because bottom line, without anybody getting offended, my whole thing is that I feel like the government, this whole blurred line is population control.
Yeah, most definitely. Abortions,
Yeah.
the white race is being wiped out because, yeah, so most definitely.
And not only that, but why is it the government is saying, "Oh, we can let a child pick their sex,
Right.
but we can't let them decide when they want to go to school. We can't let them decide when they want to drop out. We can't let them decide when they want to be able to buy guns. We can't let them decide when they want to start drinking. We can't let them decide when they want to start smoking.
Right.
But we can decide when they can cut off their penises. Make it make sense. You can't do that.
They can decide. You mean the kids?
Yeah, well, the government can decide. That's who's deciding.
Well, yep. But you know what I'm saying with you saying where they getting it from in the cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Video games.
You know, they was just on Snoop about his grandson didn't want to see the two girls having something on. Is it Lilo and Stitch or something? It was that he didn't. You know, his family. You know, he got structure in his house, but when you go to the movies, then you taking your kids to see the new cartoon and stuff, and now what they got in there, so they learning it from there. You know what I'm saying? They learning it from all the social medias and stuff. And then you got the, babies having babies, so they still on damn near the same time when they have them.
See, but they infecting the food, and I mean,
Yeah, the food.
Some of this stuff is biological warfare. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? To where we don't understand to what degree the United States is an experiment. You see what I'm saying? From the 5G towers to whatever you eat, from what's in the air to the, you know,
Additives,
yeah, you know. So it's like
If you
most of the food that we eat, it's banned overseas. Why?
If
Why are
you-
we eating the poison and everybody else is eating?
Yeah,
And
like,
we're like
if
the
you,
most unhealthiest country.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then look at our healthcare situation.
Right, healthcare sucks.
You know what I'm saying?
look at the baked lays. So like we was loving the baked lays. So I've been big on sometimes I start looking at stuff and looking at the ingredients and looking them up and see what they mean.
Yeah.
They put natural female hormones in the baked lays.
Wow.
So imagine if you a young man and you eating multiple bags of this because you thinking it's healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
These are good ingredients. These are natural ingredients, right?
So you thought.
But now you getting pumped full of female hormones.
Well, you think
Like,
it's healthier
that's
because
crazy.
it's baked instead of fried.
But it's better in a lot of areas. But when you break down those ingredients and look and see what they are used for,
Right.
where they come from,
Right.
it got female hormones in there.
Wow.
So
Right.
you done fed your
The
kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your boy.
Yeah.
He didn't every day. He having him a bag of baked lays,
Mm.
and now he growing boobs,
Uh,
Yeah.
and you wondering why?
it remember Mama was on the diet Mountain Dew, and after I read up on that, I was like, hey, you remember going with the
The regular.
you know
Exactly.
the lesser of two evils after that, because you getting poison right in. Well,
Yeah.
either way, you getting it, but
Yeah,
That's-
diet is worse than regular, and I don't understand why people do that
Right
because
there.
literally you killing yourself. That's carcinogens that we drinking.
right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to piggyback off what you said, how the government is putting things in food. That made me think about marijuana
Wow.
as well.
Mhm.
You know, how fast are they growing that marijuana?
Right.
And
We talked about that.
yes,
He said it's
it
gonna be the worst one.
it
Oh, yeah.
is. It's going to
Because
be.
they're gonna give it to you.
Yes.
They're gonna legalize.
Yes, they legalizing it first. They gonna start with medical, and then it's gonna be recreational. So, yeah, I mean, and it's growing.
Yeah,
It's how many marijuana stores? I mean, I
Right.
remember back in the day when they used to have droughts. It wasn't no marijuana for maybe a month or so, but now
No.
they got enough to fill all these stores in some.
And they putting stuff with it. You
Yes.
know, because like
You can, yeah.
well, back in the day, you had a different type of high when you smoked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You had giggle weed, you had sleepy weed, you had munchy weed, you know what I mean? You had different. Now it's almost like it gets you high, but it's not
The same.
it's not the same, you know. And I noticed that a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? That's why I scaled back and basically don't even smoke no more, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's good for you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, if it's natural. But this is really not natural the way that they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, you know, they're trying to figure out a way, and they know how we smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As black folks, you know what I'm saying? They know we gonna smoke. So what's another way? You know what I'm saying? Do they got some sterilization type of, you know what I mean? To
Yeah.
where we ain't, you know what I mean? I mean, this is, they're wicked, like on some brilliant, wicked, sinister stuff. That, you know what I'm saying? We have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The way that they just be coming at us, because like I said, from the agenda of putting women in men's situation and men and women's situation, boys and girls situation, girls and boys situation. Then you got the gender, the straight genders fighting against each other, talking about what people roles are, and you know what I'm saying. Then the first thing they want to do is point at the black community. They don't got no fathers. They ain't got
That's
no, you
all
know,
the
and
war.
that's not even.
They
That's
trying
not
to
the
get everybody against
situation.
each
You see
other.
what I'm saying? Our women can't pay attention to other women from other cultures. Number one, because we're the original. So why are you looking over there for example when you're the original? That's number one. Number two, our men can't be looking over here looking like we're competing against the white man. White man didn't have 350 years to rob us out of our stuff. Now he's sitting pretty and we look like we the bums of the, you know what I'm saying, knowing that we're the geniuses, we're the gods of the planet. So you know what I'm saying, there is no comparison. Everything we do is creation and everything they do is destruction. You see what I'm saying? So how can you compare that? You know what I'm saying? So when you know your woman and she knows her man, that's the true God sense right there. You dig what I'm saying? And then everything else will get built from there. You know, we don't have to look at their homes to, you know, govern our homes the way that they govern their homes. Our children ain't like their children.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Our mentality and our cultures ain't the same.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where they want to kind of break us down and then pick us off one by one. We're going to the penitentiaries. The women is, you know what I'm saying, over here stuck with student loans or whatever, and then our kids are being mistaught and misled, and you know what I'm saying, hopefully they trying to get them out of their gender role so they won't procreate, you know. or crash out before they even 21. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
So
we got to
they-
put all this back in
So they
perspective.
implement a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
mess it up. So do you think that the stuff they selling at the dispensaries is more addictive?
I don't.
I don't think
I
it's
don't
more
think
of
so.
addictive. I just think it has stuff sprayed or grew within it to where it has some kind of adverse effect on us.
I mean, yeah, because you can go into the store where they have all the things to grow marijuana, and there's different types of chemicals you can put on it to make it grow fast. They have, I forgot the name of the seeds where you can grow like a half ounce in 3 weeks or something like that.
Come on.
Yeah.
So when they got
So,
if you are what you eat,
yes.
and so when you smoking this stuff that grow fast, that mean what? Your body, the stuff that go into your body is gonna make you grow fast.
Right. Growth
You know what I'm saying?
hormone.
But they got like the reason I'm saying it's more addictive because now they'll start out on shake, then they on go up to flour, then now they got the dabs and the stuff they putting on there,
Right.
and before they know it, you know, it just being around some of the kids that I seen today, and they get on the weed, they act like that's crack.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Now, when we growed up, we can get a little dance sack or something, you know what I'm saying? We can go to work and, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they got, on they break, they got to go out and hit something.
That's how you know it's a difference.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. Is it
we've been
more
around
addictive or
long.
what?
We've been around long enough to see that the natural herb opposed to this commercial herb, there's a difference. Even though if we can't explain what it is, you right. There is a big difference.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like it's more addictive?
Well,
Like,
I feel
maybe
like
for
maybe
the
it got to be
newcomers,
stronger.
but not for
maybe
me.
maybe it got to be stronger. It's not as effective. Like you start out at a dose. It's not as kind of like medicine. You start out at one dose, you get used to it. So now you got to go, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just they making it where you got to have something stronger
more and
each
more-
time.
that's what I'm saying. So
See,
like
but I think like like the original, like back when we was younger or whatever, that herb didn't have
All the-
the terps and the tea. You know what I'm saying? And
All the additives and preservatives.
they adding that. You know what I'm saying, to making it stronger, but it's not necessarily
the reason why I'm saying addictive is because, say when they get on the perks,
right.
and they start out one perk. Now they 2 perks because 1 perk ain't
Right.
doing it. 3 perks, you know, till
Right.
they overdose and you know,
Right.
get so much. And they says that's what I'm saying about the addiction to it. Is you know, man, the way
Well, your body is always gonna adjust. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? Your body, you know, your tolerance is, you know, no matter what, whether it's liquor, it doesn't
Right.
matter. Your body, you know, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But you can't abuse it to where it shut down on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that you might be able to smoke 2 or 3 blunts, you know, or 2 or 3 bowls and be good, and the next person might hit it and be passed out.
But I get
You
what,
see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying about the addiction, because anything can be addictive.
Exactly.
Yeah, food, sugar.
Addiction is just something that you got to do.
I'm
Even
saying
like
it's worse than when we was younger.
yes, because it's more widespread.
Yeah, it is that, and they can go get it anytime they want to. You got stores that's open up 24 hours, so it's like I can wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go, if I go get high, you know. And I definitely think it's the chemicals, because you can buy a pre-roll and you smoke that and you like, what in the heck? It's
Right.
got the coughing and, you know.
Yeah, see,
you can
when you go talk about alcohol, like when I see people that's alcoholics, the thing is about alcohol, it seems like soon as alcohol touch their blood, they already back where they left off that night before or something. They already fucked up.
Right.
So they don't have, you be like, damn, how much you be? I just had one. People like, God damn, nigga, y'all get fucked up already out there. And it seems like they, as soon as they touch their blood, but like with these youngsters today, they they act like it's crack. They would spend their last, get to tripping, stealing from family and shit like that. And that just didn't happen in a house like that. It shocks me to, like, it really affecting them.
I think it's a culture thing too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were younger, some people smoked, some people didn't. Now everybody smokes. You know, it's like
if you don't
the end
smoke,
thing.
it's like, wow, you don't smoke.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like since I've left it alone, I done been around it, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't work at a dispensary, like, nah, I don't got no craving. You know what I'm saying? I kind of lost my taste for it just by getting locked up behind it. Back when it was illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to jail over a flower for real. Lost my freedom over a flower.
So we back on that peer pressure though.
You see what I'm saying?
Like you teach kids under your roof not to do that,
but
then when they go out and it's 10 of them that say no, but it's 1,000 of them say I do. And now we don't want to. It's like back in the day when they used to have sleepovers, and you have 3 or 4 little kids from people, and they'll spin over and have friends. But now they can't close the door,
right?
Because you're gonna be wondering what the fuck they doing.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole different.
It's a whole different.
Because the pressure though. Yeah. The young,
And that's like not. This is a whole different matrix going on now, man. I mean, I'm talking about from 3-year-olds and up. You know what I mean? It's like if you just pay attention to what the agenda them pushed.
Right.
The parents nowadays got their work cut out for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because you going against the big machine. We used to have to go against the TV. We send them outside in the TV. You know what I'm saying? The TV ain't in their face. Well, they got the TV on them 24/7. This generation, they not only the TV, but they can choose what they want to watch. We used to have to come in the house at 3 o'clock to watch a certain program. Now they can program themselves at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Around the clock. You know what I'm saying? So, and if it's a bad influence, then you know what I mean? Like I said a couple days ago, I said, what would it have been like if I would have grew up without love music, like R&B music?
Right.
Like this generation is just growing up with straight
it's some
trap music, just straight kid, you know what I mean? Drill music, this, that, and that.
It's some love music. I hear some. It's some.
That's where the parents come in though, because my kids know the old school.
That's not the same love music though.
They got some good music.
That's where the parents.
I think it is
That's where the parents
what really is hurting the generation now is that they are using technology as parenting. Instead of saying, y'all go sit down, they just hand them the tablet.
Right.
Because the parents are so addicted to social media. That's all they doing is looking on social media.
Right.
They not checking homework, making sure kids are doing the homework. The first thing they do when they get home, they not cooking, they not cleaning. First thing they do is when they get home in front of their kids is getting on Facebook, checking their tablet. So that's what the kids are doing. They're doing what they are seeing. See their parents doing, and
So me and you talked one day, dog, and we was over at Annie's house, and we was talking about how when we grew it up, we used to go sit down at that table and have family, and we eat together. You know what I'm saying? They pray over the food, eat together. A lot of houses now don't even have a dinner table.
No.
That's over with, and the structure that we used to have now. So it ain't no.
But that comes back to us. We got to be willing to take the time and do it. Like COVID made us realize so much in my household. We started going camping. We was already spending time. So my husband's family and my mama and daddy and my kids, we all every holiday we together.
Right.
Every holiday. Like, it don't matter. Anytime somebody free, it's a weekend and we got we camping or we hanging out and we cooking dinner together. We sitting down, we eating. Yes, they drinking or they doing whatever they doing, but we together as a family. And when we go camping, guess what? Them devices go in there. The kids are singing and dancing. We're recording them. We having a good time. We doing what we used to do when we was kids. Like, we go outside and play with each other, be singing and acting like My kids do that because we gotta have some kind of family ties. Because if we don't have nothing that brings us together and ties us together, what are we?
Like board games.
Yeah.
We used to do family night board games.
Interacting and stuff.
And the
Be
other
able to
day,
unplug from the matrix.
yeah, and the other day, what's crazy is, so I'm not a big gamer, but I play the Wii, I play Mario. So the other day when we got home, I was like, told my daughter, hey, you want to play the game with me? We can play Mario together. We talking crap to each other playing. Like,
Right.
we got to find a way to connect with our kids. And sometimes it might be over the game or go camping or she plays volleyball. So guess what I do? We go outside and we practice her serving. We practice together.
Right.
My son played football. We used to go outside and throw the football.
Right.
Like, you got to put yourself in your kids' lives.
Yep.
If you don't put yourself in there, they not going to do it. You got to do it. So insert yourself in everything. My son's friends, I know his friends. I take him home after practice. I go to practice. I'm on the boards.
Right.
Like, I'm running myself raggedy, but it's because if I don't know what's going on in my child's life, who gonna know? It's
Right.
up to me to be there and to know what he doing and know who he hanging out with. That's my job. And yes, it's a rough job, but guess what? If I don't do it, who will?
Right.
Because the other night at the game, at the Booker T. Washington game in Central, the police was tripping. So some kids was out there fighting. They out there fighting or whatever. So they escort them out. While they escorting them out, two boys got their hands up saying, we ain't doing nothing. One boy fighting. Guess what they do? They slam all three. Me and my mom out there yelling, what is y'all doing that for? They wasn't even doing nothing. You don't know what they said. I don't care what they said. Their actions and what they said are two different things. I see your actions. Now you can say I'ma slam you and don't do it.
Shit.
But you sit there and slam them boys, and I was like, they crazy because they talking about, oh, they said they was gonna come shoot up the school. Well, guess what? Who the new target? And not only that, you don't know their parents. Now you the parents' target. Cause I'ma tell you, my kids, oh no, we gonna have a problem. I don't mind going to jail behind mine. I am still one of them parents that believe I will die for my children. I will go to jail for my kids, and I still will beat my kids and tell them to call the police and go to jail happily in my orange jumpsuit and find me the biggest girlfriend up in there. Don't play with me. Because when it comes to respect, you going to do what you're supposed to do because I didn't go through everything I went through in life for you to be out here in these streets looking crazy. Because what you do out here reflects on me as a parent.
But what about the village?
Most people, we had a village. Like, a lot of people don't have that village, but it's because they choose not to as well. Because these younger,
could whoop our ass.
yeah, because these younger parents, they don't want to whoop your kids. Guess
So,
what?
yeah.
If I watch your kids, I'm whooping them. If you don't want me to whoop them, then keep them with you.
There's some little kids on my goddamn street right now. Oh, these the baby kids. I'm talking about it's Ring, you know it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a bad day. You know what I'm saying? It's two of them being diapers in the middle of the street.
Oh, they be like
And
that
they
on my
with
street.
they range from diapers to about 12. And so, and the diaper ones, you know, they'll be out in the middle of the street. You see them fall in the street on the concrete, and you think they finna cry and go on to the house. No, they trying to keep up with them other kids. So they busting out windows on the block. They done hit the old lady across the street, bust her window out. Police been called on them. And they act like they got bumpers. Won't move out the middle of the street. And then they bust this, we out over here barbecuing. They walk up to the van, busted that window out, take off running. It ain't even my house. But we been on that street, you know, all my life. But the people that live there, at least is a dub, you know. And so I go down there and pull up to the lady, and I'm like, hey, you know, your kids is busted. Oh, they just came outside. I was like, how you think we know they outside? You know, they didn't bust their window. Did you record them? And this is what they think. You know what I'm saying? When it used to be in the neighborhood, if an adult come say something about your kid, we not trying to get your kids in trouble. Now, you know what I'm saying? And it just, it's bad. But now, you don't want nothing to happen to one of them kids, but you like, nigga, how's gonna be some consequences and repercussions for their actions if they not, you know what I'm saying, if they just let them get away with it like that.
Yeah, I didn't accidentally snatch up somebody's kid before, and then like
Accidentally?
snatched them. Yeah, cause,
Yeah, accidentally.
'cause in my mind, like, listen, we on a field trip, and I'm chaperoning.
Yeah.
Kids start acting bad, I go automatically to my kids. We not doing that. And I'm like, I grab them and snatch it. I'm like, my bad.
It's a case.
My bad.
That's a case for you doing a good deed, though.
Man.
Man, because guess what? I can't be watching no bad kids. I'm just one of them people. And my grandma was like that. Oh, Lord, she would be, ooh, some bad kids. No, she gonna beat them.
It's in the mention.
Hey, you can always edit this.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, I gotta scratch my ears. Y'all gonna have to turn this early on to come with some blankets or something. Some told me to bring my dang blanket. We lost. My team lost today.
Oh,
Chiefs
oh
to the Eagles.
damn.
You know, everybody just calling. What you think about your? It's just we done lost 2 games. It's bad. It's bad. I knew it was gonna be bad like
starting off
that.
bad,
Yeah,
huh?
I knew it was gonna be a bad season though for us. I knew it was. Oh yeah. Hello, Kitty.
I know I need to get me some jerseys done. I want jerseys though.
Some jerseys.
Football jerseys.
You got it
with
on?
DJ's numbers and stuff on them.
My grandbaby and my
Yeah,
my
it look
grandbabies
good.
play.
The blue coming through?
I got the blueprint and I got the paint the color that it needs to be.
Yeah.
Trying to big
You gotta keep these kids busy to keep them out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We ever do so. It's my first time doing
That's
it.
But that's a good
I
thing.
think it's
She said it on
24
where?
inches long. It's a gang sheet.
What?
What color when I get down here,
You know, where they
man? Or at
have
least
all their prints on one.
Right.
So. Billy, you see that?
it's coming. Oh yeah, yeah, it's coming.
Y'all can control y'all thermostat up in there?
We'll control the whole building.
Oh my God.
So that's why we be worrying.
Well, they done blocked it out.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
Okay.
It is cool.
Yeah,
man.
she's sitting right up under
I ain't
the.
got all the heat
Lord
machines on.
Jesus.
Yeah,
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 it's-
you right
yeah.
up under the
So if the heat machine's on, the temperature be different,
Uh-huh.
and we come in here with
hoodies and shit.
Oh, well, now I know next time. You didn't tell me. You had to warn me.
just comfortable. All right, we back.
If you come up here in the day and it's almost 100 degrees,
Then,
Yeah.
gotcha.
90s,
Well,
yeah, it get warm in here, especially if we got all these machines on. It get hot. You be in here sweating.
Something told me to bring my blanket.
That's a blanket, right?
I know. I seen that. Is that a blanket right
Hell
there?
yeah, it's a blanket.
Yeah, that.
I can't see. I'm blinded right now. There it goes.
I was over there eyeballing. Whew, thank you.
You welcome.
so back to what we was talking about now. We was interrupted by the phone. So the vet is like Ted Cooper across the street. You know what I'm saying? He could chastise me like mama wasn't fucked up about it. And if I didn't listen to him, there was some more shit on me.
Double trouble.
But now I can go down there and ma'am, the kids just must have went, did you record it? Or like why we gonna come lie about these little kids and the house ain't a window on the street being broken, or you know what I'm saying, now kids out in the street are doing this stuff until y'all moved over here.
So she's one of those that you can't
Can't
tell
say.
her nothing. You just got to call 911.
And we've been calling the police. I hate to, you know, sound like,
And that's sad because because she wants proof. Did you record it? And if you didn't, just my
Yeah.
kids didn't do
but
it.
if somebody do something to one of them, then
She'll
it's
be
gonna,
mad.
yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, she's
And them
gonna
is
be a
always the
problem. It's
ones.
gonna be a problem.
Them is always the ones, because something gonna happen.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
gonna happen. Because people gonna
Eventually.
get tired of, because money don't come, it don't come that easy.
You
Especially
better-
nowadays.
Well, another thing we worried about is one of them get hit by the cars with the
Oh.
babies in the diapers, because they like, you know what I'm saying?
And over there where we stay, that shit bad.
Yeah.
You seen they done ran through my fence 3 times, knocked my whole gate down, damn near ran through my house, through my car, everything. That's the main thing to get me. Is like my kids play out my driveway.
You
They
need to
be
get
out
you
there
some
in the front
stumps,
yard.
things.
Hey, that's our back podcasting. He gonna,
Your background
hey,
guy.
he gonna hop in from time to time.
Already behind you. Let's go.
He gonna hop in from time to time and give us his input. But yeah, we stay over there. They better not go on Utica and play, because they gonna get smashed.
But it's crazy that people don't care about their kids. And again, parenting. We wasn't raised like that. My grandma, y'all mom, them, when we go outside and play, where was they sitting? On the porch, watching us. We come over to Aunt Janet's house, all the kids be outside. They outside watching. Somebody outside watching at all times.
But
they
who
ain't
sends
no
their
harm.
kids outside in a diaper to go play? I mean, come on now.
Oh, they
A lot of people.
I know that. I mean,
A
I
lot
know,
of
I know a
people.
lot of people, but I'm just saying that's just crazy. If your child is in a diaper, that means they do not need to be alone. They need supervision. They are not even going to the restroom.
Man.
You know, come.
You can't wipe your butt, but you out in the street playing.
No.
You know,
No, I'm just saying the hierarchy as far as
Well,
like.
yeah, with
the-
big
the-
brothers used to be big brothers and big sisters used to be big sisters.
But I'm just saying, like what you said when you pulled up on her, and this, you know what I'm saying. Back in the day, if an adult said something to another adult, it was like the police telling the courtroom. You know
Yeah,
what I
like,
mean? It
do
was
something.
law.
Right.
Like I wouldn't even, I wouldn't be messing with you about your
your
kids.
kids.
So if I had to say something to you, it didn't
When it
get out of
wasn't even-
hand.
Yeah, when it wasn't even my window.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
It
I
wasn't
mean,
questioned. They was getting backslapped and that was it.
oh yeah. You know
And
what I'm
don't say
saying?
nothing because you're going to get hit in your mouth.
it's
Right.
automatically get your.
See,
in
but
this
now
house.
everybody,
Right.
they're acting like they're parenting, but really they're enabling
The kids.
the nonsense.
So they're hindering it.
Yeah.
And when the kid hear that from the parents
Yeah.
saying that, they think they didn't got away with it, and
they
it's
gonna-
cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Then they
So-
disrespecting the neighbor. Come,
Right.
Then they,
But then that's also a good time to get to know your neighbors. Get to know your neighbors, because I know most of my neighbors.
Yeah.
And we talk. And the lady next door to me, her granddaughter was out in the street one day, and I said, "Get out the street." She said, "No." I said, "You said what?" "Okay, I got you." I got out my car, went knocked on her grandma. She said, "What?" "Oh yeah." She gonna get it because she know me and her talk.
Right.
We have a relationship. She know I watch the kids and her
Right.
grandkids get hit. I'm gonna be there.
Right.
But I'm gonna be there when they doing good. I'm gonna be there when they doing bad. I'm gonna make sure I check them because this is our neighborhood.
No.
It reflects on all of us.
But see, at the end of our street down there, it's several people that own their property, and then it's like a couple with the Section 8. And then so they not there all the time. They might be there 6 months, a year, boom, they gone, and it's
leases up.
it's another one, boom, and they coming in.
We got one of those on our, block.
That's the house where these, and I don't got nothing wrong with them living up in there like Mexicans either.
Right.
Like 4 families. It's like
I think
10,
that's when
15
you
kids.
got to kind of lay down a lot. Listen, you do something about this, or else it's gonna be some consequences, and then start making it be consequences. Call CPS on them.
they didn't been the police been over there 3 times.
But I keep calling. Guess what? Because either CPS gonna get tired, Tulsa police gonna get tired of coming. Somebody gonna get tired of coming, and they gonna get tired. Call the city of Tulsa. That's what you
That's
do.
the thing. I don't
want to
want
do that, but
you know what I'm saying. I don't.
but you got to think about it. You say you don't want that, but you saying this baby out here in the street. What if that baby get hit?
Every
You
time
not
I
the
see
parent.
that baby, I'm on that baby's ass.
You not the parent,
ass
but
to
at
the
the end of the
yard.
day, how you gonna feel if that kid get hit?
I'm gonna feel.
And it's not even your
fucked
fault.
up.
So,
you know it.
But I don't.
pick up the phone.
But how I'm gonna
Come
feel if CPS come over there and I see them walking up, 10 of them out of there to somewhere.
They gonna get themselves straight.
I
Sometimes
ain't gonna
CPS
about
is
it.
always a solution. There's been so many kids that's been in CPS custody that's been abused. I mean,
Oh,
what
yeah,
about the
that's-
one baby that died in CPS custody? So it's like
But it's you danged if you do, danged if you don't.
You
I-
really
I don't-
Yeah,
I don't want
so-
them to get hit by a car. I don't want them to get took.
because
So where
CPS
am I
they don't
supposed to
have
go?
foster homes no more. I mean, the budgets are being cut everywhere. Foster parents are just in it for the money.
Again, that's where we got to start going back to community.
Yeah.
And in my neighborhood, I done bought weed eaters. I done put in on basketball goals.
Right.
If I see kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that, I'm gonna help.
Right.
Because I want a different a solution to it.
Right.
But I don't.
Well, then that's when you got to go talk to them directly and build
I'm
a
scared to
relationship.
I'm scared to even go that way
Right.
and drive that way because
That's how it is on my street.
if you have a say for instance you at your house and you have a sip of wine, right? And you get out just to go to the store, you ain't drunk, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. Then you go down this store, go down this way, and boom, they walk out, you know what I'm saying, playing like they got bumpers and pull that, boom, you hit this child, and now you got a DUI and all of that from what?
Because they done just sent their kid outside.
Leaving them. I'm talking about it could be 8 o'clock in the morning, the other ones went to school. They didn't even know these two babies was outside.
Oh, well, you know
in the
what?
street.
They are a little. Now, see, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's either where you build a relationship with them, with the parents.
But then you'll be babysitting.
Yeah, exactly. You will. It's gonna be your responsibility,
Yeah,
or
so-
you gonna have to start getting other people involved because at the end of the day, the kids is gonna be hurt.
One way
They gonna be hurt.
Because it sounds like the parents don't care, so they already are being hurt. You know,
They already abandoned.
they're raising themselves.
Well, damn.
I mean, I
There's a
don't
lot
know
of that.
how
A lot
it
of
is.
that go around too, man.
And it is.
a lot of these
But
kids
then-
are just like raising themselves. You
Yeah.
know,
Asking people for food, like down the street by Janet's house, it's a group of kids that she just feed,
Yeah.
and they just come and get
And that's
food.
crazy.
It
We all on
is.
the same street.
Yeah.
But then and that's again where community come in. That's where we got to get back to. Because when we was kids, like we had the candy store on the block, or we had neighbors that we knew if we was hungry, our parents, whatever,
Yeah.
we had somebody we could always go to. Kids
yeah.
don't have that no more.
Yeah.
Everybody, I ain't got no money to be feeding everybody else's
And
kids.
that's what I
It's
was
not
gonna
even
say.
about that.
I don't mind feeding nobody's kid. I don't mind
Everybody is
helping, you know,
individual.
because I know how to cook and make some stretch, you know.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't have a problem with feeding somebody's kids. But when you know that this parent is down here, she has 10 kids, where are your, and she's not working, so y'all know she getting government assistance.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
It's families in that house. It
But-
ain't,
so,
it ain't
yeah.
just one parent. It's like 3 women with no men. Not none. But then if I done went down there and I tried to explain to the women and tell the woman and tell, because there was one in the car on the phone, one in the house, and then she didn't even know the kids was outside. And then when they busted the window and I went down there and said something, I'm telling you know, and this is time after time I done told them to get the babies out the street. Now they done bust out the window. You try to go talk to the adults before it get out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then they asked me, do I got proof? You see what I'm saying?
So if
know
you
how-
would have pulled that proof, I wonder what would have been the next.
But,
Then what? Because
then they would have been.
It don't
acting
matter. They
funny
don't care.
because
You
they
got
feel
proof.
like you. Yeah. Like
okay,
Snitch.
but now my truck
yeah,
is
you know what I mean.
okay, but now my shit is sitting down there. I got to have cameras on and be protected all the time because you don't know if they're gonna plot on you or
Right.
whatever.
But you know what you do? Start hitting the landlords where it hurt. They putting these people in their houses. Start recording them and then suing the landlords. Sue the landlords, because if you got a problem with who they putting in the house and they not taking care of it and they coming around busting your house, you can hold the landlords accountable. Hold them accountable.
Is that possible?
No.
I guarantee it is. Hey, if you can break in somebody's house and sue them because you get hurt, I'm assuming you can probably sue the landlord too.
Man, I can't. But I'm just saying how
I'm
when
saying
you can go talk like an adult to somebody and
But-
they the hierarchy.
See, but yeah, the hierarchy is done with, man. Because
ain't no
look,
home training.
Yeah, it's over with for the babies.
Our
If that's-
society is not raising anybody to be more mature than about a 16-year-old. And this is God's honest truth.
I mean-
men and women.
You can see some kids raising their parents these days.
I'm just saying, mentality wise, this is the reason why, if you're not the type of person that's observant, and really push to know more in life, your thought process and everything gets shut down around about 16. This is the reason why if you're 35 and you talk to somebody that's 25, it'll feel like you're talking to somebody that's 12.
Damn near now.
No
You
common
dig
sense.
what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's really a middle school mentality for real. Like, you can break it down real, to the simplest form, and they really don't get it because it's like they don't have the problem solving skills or the they don't know how to put one thing to the next.
You think they took that like with the AI and the Google and stuff? They didn't that we used to have, like we used to have to go to the library and look stuff up or take our time and figure out this math question and stuff. And now they got AI and stuff like that they don't have to have no problem.
Yeah, they don't have no common
skills.
sense.
So did they wipe out? I don't like to even call it common sense no more because if it was common, more people would have it. But now it was special sense. Like it's not common.
If you're gonna let the computer do the thinking for you, then what is your brain for?
Yeah, I mean, I remember having to know how to go in and look up a dictionary by alphabetical order, and find words. They know nothing about that. They don't even use books really.
They don't even know how to spell.
No, and
cursive writing.
Cursive writing.
They don't
none
have
of
to
that.
spell because they use computers.
Yeah, you can just ask Google.
But they will lock you up if you don't send them to school because they gotta be indoctrinated.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And
I
that's
don't even
just,
know if they really even doing that because I know some parents that's not sending.
No, they just passed a law. Here in Tulsa, they just passed that law to where they trying to get back to the little truancy stuff. But the whole thing is just like with any other law, they pick and choose who they gonna lock up. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids over here, they missing just as many days as the black kids, and are they really getting dragged downtown, or is it? You know
so
what I'm
you
saying?
think they killing the sense, like with the AI and stuff, where they ain't got to solve a problem or look nothing up?
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since I say about mid '80s, early '80s, school has been definitely there to dumb you down, huh? That's why they took all the trades out of the schools, like electrician.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Wood class,
you used to have metal shop. You know what I'm saying? And those are they took those out of the school so that they can charge you for it.
And
now you got to pay Votech to go do that.
Y'all know how they decide how many penitentiaries we need? By the third grade class.
Yeah.
What?
Elementary school.
Explain that to me, huh?
That's how they know how many prisons they gonna need for the population.
How old are you be in third grade?
About 8 or 9. See, but that's what I'm saying. That they're trying to lock the. If you don't see the direction that they're going with this society, to where they're not trying to pay anybody. I mean, even if you want to be square and work a job, and you ain't trying to break no laws and this, that, and that, they're not paying anybody to really have a decent wage or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So anybody get their back up against the wall, they finna do something crooked or against the law. So that's where the felonies and all that, you know what I'm saying? So you can see everything being, they put money in the prisons but not in the schools. You see what I'm saying? Like Oklahoma, you wasn't even supposed to be, like, the teachers are supposed to be getting paid off of the lottery money. What happened to that? They just
pocketing.
You know what I'm saying? They told you that to get it passed, and then once they got it passed, it's like, okay, well, the school's still getting shut down.
Same thing with the casino.
Same thing, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like the rich is really hustling the poor, and the poor ain't paying attention to where it's like, a lot of people send their kids to school just because it's like daycare.
Exactly.
You know, when your kids come home, what are they really learning? What are they really teaching? You know, the basics like math and science and stuff like that. But I'm saying, what are they really learning? When you kind of question your kids, is like they're not really learning anything. So at the end of the day, like we were saying a minute ago about purpose, what do your kids really want to do? You see what I'm saying?
That.
And you have to nourish that personally at home. Okay, yeah, they going through this indoctrination, but I want them to do what they want, you know, what they're gifted at. You see what I'm saying? And then that way you can otherwise they're gonna be in trouble, man. Yeah.
Babysitter.
Cause you know what I'm saying? You'll lose interest in school real quick. You know what I'm saying? If it's just routine.
Right.
When I was in school, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time I got to third grade, I was already beyond sixth grade as far as what they was gonna teach. Cause I never just went along with the lesson. I always went ahead of the lesson. They give us a book, okay, read chapter 1. I'm gonna read chapter 1 to 13. You see what I'm saying? And then sometimes we wouldn't even get to chapter 13 in that class, but I done already read it.
Right.
But that's what we're gonna learn in the 4th grade. You see what I'm saying? And you dig what I'm saying? So I was always ahead in that matter. But then, like I said, you even get bored because it's the same routine. What am I learning more? What am I learning? You know what I'm saying? None of that was really interesting. It was
I'm talking
routine.
about like the problem solving skills though.
Yeah, but I mean,
But they don't have that in school no more.
They don't
either.
even have dictionaries and
Because what they want them to do, which is crazy, so they make them do the math problems the way they want them to do it. In our day, it didn't matter how you did it, as long as you could show the work and you got the right answer.
Right.
Why are you trying to make everybody think the same?
right?
We're not all the same. We all think differently. We all use different processing units. We all do things differently. So why are you trying to make everybody do this math problem this way?
Like that.
Right.
Because they're training us to follow them and not to think
waiting in
outside the
line
box.
at the cafeteria, like jail. Get in line.
Yeah.
No,
The
for
same.
real.
The same.
That's
food,
what it is.
The same food you eat in school is what they feed in the county jail. The same
food is
place
disgusting.
serve the same. You know, deliver the same food.
So they
Almost.
taking common sense out on purpose.
Yes.
Common sense will allow you to discern the difference between
Right and wrong.
this nonsense that's out here. And it's real easy to be able to provoke people to do the manipulated way without common sense. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the common sense because that's what, like a
Free
glitch in the
thinkers.
matrix. You know what I'm saying? A robot that got his own mind is not a robot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they don't want you to, they want you to, okay, this is how I do math. And then you line 10 other people up and they doing the same way because the teacher taught the same way, but it was 10 different ways that you could have done it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you watch how the Koreans do math opposed to the Japanese, opposed to the American, everybody coming to the same conclusion a different way, but our way of doing math here is harder for us than if we would have learned the Korean way. You see what I'm saying? It's like everybody don't think the same. So how you got everybody bottlenecked into the same way of
Like
so-called
this
thinking? You're not really thinking. You're just operating.
The saying is more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, once you get out of school, okay, you done graduated. What kind of skills do you really have? None.
Don't.
You got the same thing as the next person. So at the end of the day, if you don't have somebody that's going to lift you up and carry you to the next plateau, you pretty much in a rut. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
And that the wages is, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody the school. You see how they doing with the student loans and all that stuff, where they going and trying to garnish people, and I mean it's crazy with it. Like most of the people that like went to college over the last 10 years and then racked up bills, debt. Those jobs that they went to school for to get, the courses that they is not even there no more.
And they're not paying no
AI
money.
is taking over a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And they're not paying no money. I got over $100,000 worth of school loans. Got 2 degrees, and guess what?
No jobs
Bupkis.
in that field.
Buckets. Like, so you got racked up all this debt, and now you can't even get a job because everybody wants you to have experience. How the hell you get experience without going to work?
Right.
You got to be able to work to get experience. Like, that's where we got to start teaching our children differently. Like, it's all kind of programs out there, and most of us don't know about it. I'm just learning about a lot of stuff, but we got to start introducing each other to new things. Like, and that's what all the programs that's working, like Met Cares has started accelerating North Tulsa. It's so many people in those programs that are starting new programs to help people, to teach them that, hey, it's more jobs out here than just being a doctor or a lawyer or a football player. It's other things out here you can do.
Yeah.
Let us train you in other areas. Let's see what other things you like.
Right.
And we were just talking the other day about started a program where we give kids internships in every job there is, so they can
Yes,
find out,
yes.
instead of just, because most kids 16, 15, 16, where they working? Restaurants.
Right.
So what do we, that's not opening no doors for them. That's not showing them nothing new. That's not showing them that they can be more and do more. We got to start getting them in positions of power to let them see this can be you. We saw a black president, but one black president ain't nothing. Let's see 5 or 6 black presidents in the next years coming.
Yeah.
Then you can tell me that, oh, we opening up doors. We got to open up doors for our young people. So if we are people in a position of power, whether we're doctors, whether we're lawyers, whether we're psychologists, we need to start interning our kids at an early age, so then they can say, hey, I already know what I want to be. Let me start taking these classes now. Let me go get this stuff done. So as soon as I get out of school, I already got a job waiting for me. I know this person. He know my work ethic. He know what he put into me. He's my mentor. He trained me how to do this. We got to start doing that with our kids, and the professional people got to start doing that, because these restaurant jobs ain't getting us nowhere. They're not paying the bills.
We have to pack back up in them houses, have roommates and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, rent right now for a house out north is $1,200 a month, and that's just the basic 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Right.
That's sad. And then, you know, you got this orange-haired man that call himself the president saying he wants to kick people off Section 8 after
Right.
2 years. Then you have ignorant people that think just because a person is on Section 8, they don't work. I was on Section 8. I worked every day. I wasn't on Section 8 being lazy. I was on Section 8 because I needed help with my rent. And it got me, I own my own home now, but still, I needed that extra help. Just because you get a little bit of government assistance does not mean, you know, you're lazy. You just, you know, because there's so many people think, oh, just because you're on Section 8, oh, well, she can get out and get a job. Well, she got out and got a job. She just need that little extra help to pay her bills.
Well,
You know?
Technically, the government owes us.
Exactly.
I mean, if you just want to get,
I get that.
And then
You know
why
what I
is
mean?
it so many of our black women? Because I've seen it on Facebook, and it just pisses me off more than anything, that get mad because another black woman is getting help from the government. My thing is, if you're not getting help from the government, pat yourself on the back and consider yourself one of the lucky ones.
Right.
Don't sit over here and hate on her because she need a little bit of extra help because, you know, she ain't got it like you. She didn't go to college.
see, the
You know,
thing is
but-
that most of them don't. Most people don't understand that all nationalities get help from the government.
And
That's what, like when these illegals was coming over here, they
Oh,
was
yeah.
getting
Getting more
jobs,
help than
money,
yeah.
getting put up in cribs. They were getting like 5,000 in food stamps, 12,000 in cash.
But that's
you know what
the
I'm saying?
difference. Our government actually helps them to get on their feet. Our government
They
hinders
keep
us.
See,
yeah.
but
They hinder us because we are limited on the amounts we can make. We limited on the amount of time we can get it. We limited everywhere. In order to help somebody get on their feet, you got to help them get on their feet. You can't just help them. Oh, now, so it take you a month to get food stamps, but as soon as you get a raise, they cutting them off that same day.
Immediately.
See, but that's the thing.
That's not help.
See, going back to the whole hustle thing that I'm saying, like us as black folks, indigenous to this land, we're the ones being hustled. Okay, they're not cutting off these other nationalities stuff the way that they do us.
They buying
the
them
whole
houses.
the whole welfare program and all that was for white women. That started way before we got on it. You see what I'm saying? That was to help them out. Same with all the programs. Everything that we kick the door down to help us has actually been helping other nationalities for the last,
And hindering
60,
us.
70 years. They scrutinize us. You dig what I'm saying? They look at us under a microscope and a magnifying glass to make sure we're not cutting no corners when we're on these programs. But with everybody else, they might have, just say if it was a Mexican woman and she's on Section 8, her husband got a whole
Business.
yeah, he got a whole business and they ain't cutting him off. You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't cutting back on her stamps and none of that. He got a taco stand and she using her stamps to put the food in the taco stand. You dig what I'm saying? But ain't nobody regulating what they got going on. It's us. They don't want to see us. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now at the end of the day, the same welfare, medical, this, that, and other. This whole country will be education free, medical free, if it wasn't for us.
What,
The racists don't want us as black folks to have free nothing.
What I'm saying is, he not saying Section 8 ends out of 2 years for just blacks and indigenous. He said it ends.
No, but
Anybody.
what I'm saying is, okay,
Had it not been for us, they would be able to keep it.
you dig
If
what I'm
we
saying?
wasn't on it, if it wasn't
Yeah.
the black people, is what makes it bad.
It's being targeted indirectly. You see what I'm saying? Because they know they implemented that on us to destroy the household.
Okay.
As it looks, as far as the black families right now, job well done. The last 40 years, they done decimated our households, from feminism to the crack to, you dig what I'm saying? Everything that they done broke and then, put the genders against each other. So now that
They got to play and play.
yeah. So, okay, now it's time to
Put us out
kick
our
the
house.
women off of the, you dig what I'm saying? So now she's gonna have to sink or swim,
Right.
whether she got kids or not. You
But it
dig what I'm
ain't
saying?
just for our race, though.
No, but what I'm saying is that
In the end of the day, he's saying it's all a ploy to get at us, because at the end of the day, we're going to be the ones most affected. You know why? Because they're going to find another way to help them and leave
understand
us
this.
out.
Okay, you saying it ain't by race, right?
I ain't
No,
saying
no,
that.
no. I'm just saying it's the same way as if me, you, Mexican, white person, we going down the street, police sitting up there watching traffic.
Right.
White boy go by, he doing 50 and a 40, don't pull him over. Mexican go by 45, I'm doing 35, he pulled me over.
Because you're
Right.
going too slow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's choices.
Right.
They tell you it's only going to be 2 years, but the black folks might be getting kicked off in 2 years, but the Mexicans still on it for another 8 or 10. How you going to know that the Mexican is on its second year?
How you gonna know if they not, though?
I'm saying we won't know. We'll be getting kicked off on the second.
We
for
don't
sure.
know if they ain't getting kicked
But
out.
I just think they just don't like poor people in general. Period.
Oh, yeah,
it's just the
definitely.
poor.
I think COVID was a way to try to wipe all that out, but it backfired. It wiped out more they stuff than it did us
See, it was a hustle.
This recline.
Yeah, it's
on the side,
inside.
on the inside.
Electric?
Yeah, but that's just like
No, it's not plugged.
when they go, when they go for like the COVID and stuff like that, and I think they manipulate like the numbers and stuff, because you know what I'm saying, with nature, every time if they just concentrate on the deaths but not the births, you see what I'm saying? Because it could be 100,000 die today, but it could be 100,000 born today. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I know that's manipulated.
See,
like,
the thing about it is that we ain't going nowhere.
no,
Okay,
not
so
possible.
the whole C-19 situation, that was another population control mechanism.
You should have seen
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it got
That's what we have a code at work. C19.
it got nanoparticles in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's basically shot you up with computer chips.
Right.
This and the 5G towers can control some of your thinking.
I believe.
See, a lot of people don't understand this is how crazy this is. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, you don't find it weird that just in the last 3-4 years, it's a lot of people just whacking their whole family. Man killing his wife, you know what I'm saying? The kids, the dog, and kill himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, boy, show a lot of this going around, or the mass shootings, or the school shootings, or you know what I'm saying? All this stuff that you seeing that's happening in greater numbers that used to be anomalies back in the day. What do you contribute that to? You know what I'm saying? When a person say, just say if they catch one of these guys and they say, I was hearing voices, and you think he playing. No, they can talk to you through your shit.
Yeah, y'all know. So,
you know what I'm saying?
So I had to do MRIs. I had biopsies done on my breast, so I had to go do MRIs. So when I went, the lady was like, "Did you get the COVID-19 vaccine?" I'm like, "Huh? What?" Like,
because it'll catch.
What do that matter? And she was like, "Did you?" I was like, "No, I did not." But why would you ask that? She was like, "Because it shows up." How the heck do a vaccine show up? I didn't have the chickenpox vaccine. I didn't have all these other vaccines. How does a vaccine show up on the MRI? Make it make sense.
Right.
They got nanotechnology within that, you know what I'm saying? And that technology built its own little colony inside of you. And it takes, for real. That's the reason why the proteins and all this other stuff that they find in everybody that quote unquote passed from COVID, you know what I'm saying?
C-19.
They got these same little things that's clogging up this, or you know what I'm saying? So it's alive. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just something that they shot in you to protect. That's why they say when they gave you the shot, they said it won't protect you from contracting it, and you know what I'm saying? It won't cure you from if you got it. So what was you taking it for?
Actually, those people who got the COVID-19 shots are more likely to die if they get COVID than those who did not.
Wow.
And just on some tinfoil shit.
Hey, one of y'all uncles called me talking about you gonna take the vaccine. I said no. I took it. I said I don't care. It ain't enough data for me to be taking it. He was like, I took it. When them numbers came out, he didn't say nothing else after that.
Yeah. See what and it got AIDS in it. You can pass that shot to the next person through sex. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah. It's making people sterile. Did you know that? It got sterilization in it.
Do a lot of things.
Yeah. One of these days I'm gonna show you the layout on everything that then came to light now. And they've been trying to sue them, but they had waivers back then, but they suing a different department. So we'll see what happens. But
they should have known something was wrong.
Yeah, well, they got all them times long as they take to make cures, but when they had something like this, they came with the cure too quick.
Right. But not only that, but the CEOs wasn't taking it. They should have told everybody everything they needed to know. If I'm the CEO of a company that I believe in, and I'm making a product that I believe in,
a cure,
I'm gonna be the first one to take it. So if the CEO not taking it, why would y'all take it? Like, that makes no sense.
If they don't do, to find a cure to something, it takes at least 10 years because you got to run test trials, you got to run, you know what I'm saying? So, but the medical industry has always been weaponized against us in particular.
Fear.
Notice we got the less amount than anybody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When it first came out, white folks were dropping dead left and right. And then they just had this whole big campaign black people need to start, you know what I'm saying? And we nah, we didn't have the Tuskegee, we didn't have the Tuskegee experiment. We know that y'all use us as guinea pigs. Now we cool on that. Well,
They was paying.
yeah, we you know what I'm saying? When have you
Then they
seen them
start having,
pay?
actors and
Yeah, they rolled out all the celebrities and you know what I'm saying? They was really trying to reel us in and you know what I mean? Like, nah, we cool on that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all taught
Like
us our lesson.
what about the new spike in it though?
you said the new what this
What,
is
the
what-
COVID?
They talking about it spiking back up. You
see,
know,
but
they
this is what I'm saying. Is it the same thing? No, it's not. But if you notice back when that happened, when the lockdown happened, they blamed everything on COVID. All of a sudden, nobody had the flu. Nobody had the flu or common cold. Nigga, if you coughed, it was COVID. You know what I'm saying? If you had sniffles, it was COVID.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? It didn't matter what you was, you know what I'm saying? You could have had a heart attack.
all,
it was because of COVID.
all of them is symptoms of COVID.
Yeah.
See, but them,
What is COVID? Everything.
Yes.
the medical industry was racking up trillions
Yes.
because of that.
A lot.
So
of-
they I noticed they work on fur a lot, and then when they try to scare you to death, then they come in and be a savior.
Well,
Like they say,
they're the cause and the cure.
Right, right.
You know, well, not really the cure, the string along, because they don't
Because
cure nothing.
Once you think they didn't say, you like, oh, thank you. But they didn't
See, but what
set it
what
up.
they have right now, because of how many people they done injected, and they done gave themselves like a leeway period of time, you know, because you figure 2020 to 2023 around that time, and then like I said, this is you can transmute this through sexual intercourse. So they didn't give it another. I mean, I don't know if y'all paid attention when it first happened. They had newscasters just dropping dead. I mean, people was dropping.
Yeah.
People was dying immediately when they got the shot. So that right there should have let you know. But I'm saying now that they done let it marinate for another 3 years, 6 years. Watch what's finna happen.
But not only that, but
I
people
know.
are getting sick from it now.
Well, I don't believe they're getting sick.
from the shots?
I believe that's because the same people that's getting sick then already took the shot.
No, I'm not saying they're getting sick from COVID. Like they getting other issues.
No,
like
I'm saying,
a lot
he
of
said
them.
it was a spike in.
Oh, in
you know what I'm
COVID?
saying? Yeah, and I'm like,
But they be saying all the time it's coming back. They always say
but
that.
did it ever go anywhere?
Exactly. How can you have a disease here one day and then it's just all of a sudden gone?
Well, I want to know how that little mask protect you.
It didn't.
That was
What was they looking
It
at
made you
about
sicker.
that made you sicker because you're not getting
Because
Carbon
you-
monoxide.
You breathing your own shit. in.
Yeah, carbon monoxide.
You know what I'm saying?
It
They
was
tried
crazy.
to say it was airborne and it wasn't airborne.
But what's crazy, it couldn't have been because so in my household, me and DJ got it dang near every school year. As soon as he went to school, he got it. Guess what? I got it. But Lena and Homer never got it. Not once. Not once did they get COVID. How's that? He got a whole lung injury. Almost died. But he never caught COVID. And he in the house with two people that keep catching it.
Yeah. I took care of my dad when he had it. Never got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like what they were saying about it was obviously it wasn't what it was.
And
Yeah.
people were saying them old white people weren't even coming out their houses and they still was getting, how you getting in? You ain't even
They
coming
said
out.
for opening up your windows.
Airborne.
It was coming.
Yeah.
It was coming through the vents.
No, our government was pumping that stuff. Our government was pumping that stuff.
Well, they always confuse you because they'll say the radiation from the 5G caused it.
And see, but that's what I'm saying. It's all. We live in a world that's electrical pulses is everywhere,
Everywhere.
Yeah.
and that's what we don't
Wi-Fi.
understand. That's because music is vibration. You know what I'm saying? So you can literally drive someone insane or to do something insane just with tuning different frequencies. They didn't like right now, you know, how the Wi-Fi, how they had that, and you don't even need no plug or nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's in the ether? What's in the ether? What's really around us? You see what I'm saying? To where if your energy level gets to a certain depth, then you kind of fall ill. But if as long as you vibrating high, you stay. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I believe they're gonna do when they start really implementing them towers, it's finna be a lot of people falling out. It's finna be a lot of people literally doing crazy stuff. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. Like,
Zombie land.
yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? They let that's why I said this, the curation of that shot. They done had to let that ride for a few years so they can get it. You know what I'm saying? It can build this little host into the because, like she said, when she went to, they asking her, did you? Because they can see that on the X-ray. On the X-ray, you will see it. You will see.
MRI, definitely.
Yeah.
So but what is they saying? And this is what I keep trying to tell people. If this is an immunization, how is it seen? It can't be seen, but it's not. So that means it's not an immunization.
No.
What is it?
So,
See?
is it that chip?
Yeah, that's what nanotechnology is.
That's
I mean, you know,
The tip of that
look,
needle.
they got
And it
nanotechnology
probably
to where like
forms together. Because I got the COVID shot, and
Look,
You like now? Like wait a minute.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
this little knot on my arm has never went away.
yeah.
Feel it. I'm serious.
damn.
It's
See,
never went
but that's
away.
what I'm saying. They was convincing everybody to take the shot because
They wouldn't let you go to work.
Yeah,
Depending on what
you
you
know what I'm
work.
saying?
Yeah.
And
They forced it on you.
Yeah, because my friend, he was like, he was totally against it, and his job was like, no, y'all got to take these shots.
But then that's where we as a people have got to get some understanding. It's so many of us. If we stop going to work, guess what?
Can't make you do it.
They gonna shut down.
That's
They
right.
gonna have to have you. So
They
guess
did that in
what?
some places. They fought back. In some
Yeah.
places.
see, but
Where they was like, fuck it, come
yeah,
on
they
in.
did. They just quit.
Was it
and
the
then-
nurses or somebody?
Yeah,
It was somebody. It was
and
some
then
medical
and then
field
they
or something.
sued them
And they
and
don't
got their
want
money. They got their money back for the whole time. They was the 2 years that they sued them and got their money back.
Cause you can't make me do something I don't
You
want
see
to
what
do.
I'm
with my
saying?
body.
That's unethical.
Military, I think it was in the military.
Yeah, the military,
They were like,
yeah.
no, we don't want the shot.
You know what
They
I'm
were
saying?
saying,
But
yeah.
the whole thing is that's that control. That's what I mean by like population control. Is like if you listen to these billionaires, they talk like we don't even matter.
Cause they got their bunkers and stuff ready.
You see what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, that's not gonna help them. They don't understand nature is not gonna allow you to do. If they ain't learned nothing else for how many years that they done try to
Killers.
kill us off
Eliminate us,
and it ain't worked and it 9 times out of 10 it always
couldn't survive without
backfires.
us.
I mean,
Anyway.
y'all know that they watching us anyway. I mean, you can sit and think something and open up your phone and it's right there.
Yes.
Scary stuff. You like,
Yeah.
what?
That's
And
that frequency though.
Exactly. That's what I was getting back
your
to.
They
phone
listen
is-
to everything we say.
Everything. Oh, I could want some. Just say. Matter of fact, just think it, and
It
I
come
pick
up on your
it's
phone.
on my phone, and I'm like, this
or
is some
movie on
creepy.
your TV.
Yeah,
Right.
this is some creepy shit
Okay,
right
but
here.
that's that fine tuning of AI. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. You think it's there on your phone. You talk about it. You open up
That's
your phone.
why
there
they
it
be
is.
mining your data on your phone. That you notice you be hearing about these lawsuits because people data getting hacked.
all
And
your
you
numbers,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
everything.
Because
All your information.
it's not that what's on your phone. It's your thought process.
Yeah.
It's very important for a person to be able to persuade you without even being, they ain't said nothing to you.
Right.
They just know your ways because
Yeah,
of how
thinking
you
pattern.
thinking that
Yeah.
that phone been on. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. You remember the brick phones, the bag phones, the brick phones. You remember how much them phones cost back then?
Mm-hmm.
How did we get to the point to where the government just giving us free phones?
Exactly. You get
Well,
food stamps, you can come get a phone.
You did
get
what I'm
medical,
saying?
you
I
can come
mean,
get a phone.
like that's literally your chip.
Yeah.
When they was talking about the mark of the beast,
But
and they always a lot of people always think it was gonna be some numbers or something like that. But now that phone is the extension of your hand.
well,
Yeah, I mean,
the
it's
thing
a
about it
very-
is though is like for them to give it to you, it's like a tracking device.
Right. It's definitely that.
You see what I'm saying? Like that was the whole point of being able to be in close proximity of you to where it can get your energy fields, you know what I'm saying? Like they want us. And I don't care what nobody say. Would they experiment around, but they really be targeting us all the time, and everything that they do, from the food to the water to the air to the, you dig what I'm saying? Because when you done suppress the people for so long, and you done came at them with everything you had,
Possible.
and they still line dancing and barbecuing on your heads. You didn't want to say boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They're panicking. Like right now, they're panicking.
Hey, like, how is they still celebrating?
This government is panicking because we haven't just folded under the pressure. I mean, literally, if you go on TikTok right now, like I was telling you, you got Africans tripping with us. You got immigrants tripping with us. Got white folks tripping with. You got everybody across the diaspora tripping with us. You got Caribbean people tripping with. You got everybody tripping with Black Americans because Black Americans is sitting everything out. You see what I'm saying?
And we ain't doing nothing but laughing and enjoying life.
Yeah, we chilling. Like look, man, we done did all the marching. We done kicked the doors open for everybody. And then y'all come over here talking about we lazy and we don't want to work and this, that, and that. Look, y'all sound like the white folks are right. Okay, I tell you what, we're just going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to sit this one out and y'all figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to taste the racism the way we done tasted. See, y'all visitors over here and y'all done came over here and y'all think it's sweet. When this government shows its fangs, y'all ain't had the real racism. You dig what I'm saying? We had the dog sick on us, the water hose, the lynching, the barbecuing, and we done had all that. Y'all ain't got a chance of that yet. Y'all really think he y'all friend. You see what I'm saying? But when we move out the way, y'all the target. That's why we sitting it out and look what's going on. Not only is they tripping with the immigrants and the, you know what I'm saying, they tripping with each other. You just seen what just happened? Red and blue, the Bloods and Crips. You thought we was banging out that the Bloods and Crips on?
They banging.
Yeah, they banging on they, university.
And it's crazy because the only people upset about these people talking about they want to segregate again, it's the other white people. Black people like, let's do that.
Yeah,
like,
let's do it.
So y'all ain't moved yet?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y'all, yeah, can y'all go ahead
and they coming out north now. I'm like, I ain't never seen the traffic as bad out north.
Come on,
oh
now.
my
Y'all
God.
think we'll be able to police our own people though?
Yeah.
Yes,
We done everything before. Look,
I know we civilized them.
I'm saying this.
If we get them out of our hair, where do you think we learned all the violence from? If you think about it, even in Africa, they didn't have this much violence. In war, they had prisoners of war, but they got freedom eventually. When did we get freedom? We don't even got freedom now. Every day you gotta wake up and go to this person's job that ain't gonna feed you, ain't gonna pay your rent. Now you gotta go to a second job just to make sure you can eat. But if you got medicine, you better have a third job so you can pay for that too. Like, we didn't learn this from each other. We learned this from the top. And where did they call themselves at? At the top. We didn't start seeing all this violence until we started integrating and gathering with them.
That's true.
When we was segregated, how much black on black violence was it?
No.
Was we killing each other?
No.
Was we even talking trash about each other? We can know you was sleeping with my husband, and guess what we did? We still worked together. Because this stuff, survival was ingrained in us. It ain't ingrained in them, and that's the problem. Every time they see us surviving and making it happen and start to work together, as soon as we start working together, they're going to find something else to try to throw in the middle of us.
Between them.
And the violence we learned is from them. We wasn't shooting and killing each other
They
up.
put the guns.
They
in our
did
hands.
that.
Yeah.
We wasn't chopping each other's heads off. We wasn't killing our husbands. We wasn't killing our wives until what? They start mating with us. Then we start hanging with them. Now we are besties. So what? They rubbing off on us.
Yeah.
We not rubbing off on them because they say we the violent ones. But we ain't never did half the violence they done. Not none. How many black people you know then fed a baby to an alligator? None. How many people, black people, in the history of all time, have you known to skin a white person? None. This is the stuff they did for fun at barbecues. So what are they talking about? We're the violent ones.
No.
Yeah, that's what they got them that what picnics.
But we got the violence from them,
Yeah.
and now they upset But they are still the most violent there is. But guess what? We as a people got to start watching and looking and understanding. This is what they want us to do: kill each other.
See,
Why are we killing each other?
They don't
They
have
have
a
a conscience.
They don't.
They don't.
Conscience is connected to melanin.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And they don't have that. This is the reason why their history is barbaric. You know, and they say that we're savage,
Oh, I see.
but we ain't never been savage.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
That's a projection. You know, they
Well,
put that on us, but then just think about it.
You get to watching the Viking shows and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
How many black people want to eat another person? I don't want to eat you. You do not look good to me. What? That's some crazy stuff.
Their history is a different history to where they don't teach you about their history. You know, if they teach you about your history, and they start with slavery. So if you was a slave, then that automatically make them the master. You see what I'm saying? By default, they don't even have to say, "Well, I was your master." They just say,
train you that.
"You was a slave." So you know, mentally,
you
you
already
know what I'm
there.
saying? See, so I mean,
Mentally, you already like, well, you the
You're the
master.
master.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, but when you know your shit, it's a whole different. You know what I mean? Like I love sitting down talking to the ones that think they really got. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been lied to the same way we was lied to. You see what I'm saying? They ain't never been a master of nothing.
Everything they got, they stole.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying how they say the slave and the slave master. They didn't even master slavery. You see what I'm saying?
Because they had us watching each other.
They enslaved
crazy.
themselves. You see what I'm saying? We were prisoners of war. We were never slaves. This is the reason why it couldn't go on. Trust me, if it could have went on for 1,000 years, we would have still been under ball and chain. We was prisoners of war. They came on our land and started, you know what I'm saying, rounding us up, taking our land, this, that, and other. They said, well, y'all came from Africa. We ain't never, the Africa story didn't start getting taught until the 1900s. Your great grandparents never said they was from Africa because we never was. This whole land was already built up. I'm talking about from sea to shining sea, from New York to San Francisco. I'm talking about this shit in every one of these states that's you can see that this shit has been here for 1,000 years. Buildings. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had to uncover stuff for them when they came over because, you know, the mud floods and all that other stuff. This is the reason why they had the world wars and all this stuff. They was bombing our stuff all because we're international people. American, the American Indian is international people. We was all over the planet. The Africans ain't never been all over the planet like that, man. And I ain't disparaging the Africans because they have a rich history of their own. But we're something different over here. And that's the reason why we get treated different. You see what I'm saying? There is nowhere in the world that we had free energy over here. And all of a sudden in 2025, we paying electric bills. How did we have free energy? In the 1400s, I'm talking about back when Columbus is supposed to have came. We had energy then. Lights in the whole nine. How did we have
wasn't
that in the
electric
14?
bills?
No electric. No, it didn't charge nothing.
But I'm saying, how do you have electric bills when everything comes from the earth?
This is what I'm saying.
Everything comes from the earth. Why are we paying for stuff that is given to us by God, that's given to us freely by our
They don't say
Creator?
they charge for electricity though.
What they charge for?
Getting it to your house.
No.
See, but the ether is everywhere. The ether, what we call air, is ether.
So how would you get some electricity to your house?
Put copper at the top of your house and run it down to the ground. Ground it. When you're supposed to get
But then-
automatically that.
When you talk about electric, what about water? It's water all around us. We can go get some bottles of water, boil it at home. If that's the case,
Getting it to your house.
See, but the thing is, they subjugated the land to
it's water
where
under all the houses.
that's
Get it
what's
to your
under.
house.
That's what's under slavery, if you will.
So
We used to have
Enough
pumps
pressure
and all that back in the day.
the pipes from where they got it run to to come to your house.
But
I
do
ain't
you
saying
think they?
it's
Wait
right.
a minute, but they didn't invent that stuff
I'm saying
anyway.
that was we already had running water. This is what when you learn your history and you find out we had running water, we had electricity, we had skyscrapers, we had airplanes, we had trains, we had underground tunnel trains.
Right.
This is what they're using right now for the military installations right now. Or what they tell you, the underground railroad. We already had railroad. So they lie to you and tell you that they brought the Chinese in to make railroads in America. But nigga, we already had railroads.
But not only that, but they didn't invent this stuff.
I'm saying the American Indian, look, right now, put any nationality or any country up against the American Indian, what we call black people in America, put them up against us with inventions.
Right.
We got over 50,000 patents that's ours, let alone the ones that got stole. But just nobody has invented. See, but the thing was
They
is
have
we
not
wasn't
created anything.
inventing nothing. We would just, when they tore it up, we just redid it. See, it's in our bloodline that we already know that we make genius look easy.
That's why they steal everything from us.
Okay, so how did they manipulate us out of everything?
Because
So
we
where
are
they in control
we are
now?
caring people. We are
It's
giving
not that
people.
they manipulated us, it's that they all attacked us.
I think it's because we have morals and we have values. And
No,
that's a way to attack.
We're
a
under
person.
the impression that the white man came over here and took our shit. That's not what happened. It was our brothers, our cousins, if you will, across, because Europe is black. Europe is not white. The nobility of Europe, the black nobility
The
is
Indians too?
no, they're Europeans. You see what I'm saying?
Black European.
Yeah. Those castles, all the castles in Europe
Yeah,
and all
they
the
did
coat
have
of
black-
arms are black people. The ones who run the world right now is black people. White people still don't run this shit. Black nobility got all the money and all the power. But they use the white people as a buffer
To do what?
to make you think that they're in control. See,
So
look, in
did
order for us to get double crossed on our own land, do you really think some white man came on here and we can see that he's different than us and we didn't keep our eye on him? Look how we is now. If you come to our hood and you ain't from the hood, we gonna watch you. But if you somebody that we're used to, like our cousins across the water, the Europeans, what we call it Moors and all this other stuff now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That we was already kind of swapping out, doing business with you did, and then he brought his little white homeboy to the trap, and we didn't recognize that he was setting us up. You dig what I'm saying? And while he brought his white homeboy to the trap on this side over here, they done brought the yellow man on the other side of the country. You dig what I'm saying? Then you got the Spaniards coming up through, and the Spaniards and the French coming up through where Texas and Louisiana is. We got attacked. Okay, we had the white and Africans coming from.
So white people don't run it.
No,
Black people do.
yeah, the black
So
nobility.
So we can't even blame white people.
No, we can blame them, but I'm saying that we got when you figure out. Okay,
White people,
if you're
white
wondering,
people run it.
if you're wondering how we went from on our land running our own, Confederate to fall into what we looking at as the United States. That's how it happened. It wasn't, the Europeans had this kind of power. No, we got basically we had jumped on every aspect. That's why you got Asians out east. Okay, Asians out west. What you calling the Mexican is French and Spaniards. You dig what I'm saying? We got ran up in on every side. You dig what I'm saying?
over.
So, and then they destiny swiped us with the Native Americans. You dig what I'm saying? They said, well, these are the original people of the land, so that they could steal the land. And then they made, like I said, the story about us being African didn't come around.
So why the black nobility don't like us?
It's not that they didn't like us; it's that they wanted to control. See, greed to get anybody.
They want to control us,
They wanted to control the planet, and they controlling the planet as we speak.
and but they'll put the white people above us. You said, than us below them.
The white people is a buffer. See what I'm saying? Now
So-
think about this. Have you ever seen anything on the internet with like the Pope kissing these black people's feet. You can Google that. The Pope. Who? What niggas is that? That's the Pope is kissing their feet. And the Pope is over all of white society. When you get a chance, look it up. If you think I'm playing, you know what I'm saying? That's the black nobility. That's part of their family that he was
kissing their feet.
Yeah. You know
Well,
what I'm
why
saying?
they want to do us like that?
It's not that
Why they couldn't put us in charge of the white people?
well, the thing about it is the control. See what I'm saying? When you want to control something, you're gonna have to be somewhat heartless. You see what I'm saying? And we had all the stuff over here. You dig what I'm saying? Like they had stuff over there too, because we took stuff up. Like when you look at Africa and you say the pyramids over there in Africa, who do you think built them pyramids? Do you really think the Africans built them pyramids? Where do you think that technology came from?
Right. 'Cause they
When
ain't
you look
creating
at
nothing.
current, okay, if you don't know nothing about history and you just know a little bit about history, and then you fast forward to today and you say, where does everybody try to come to?
Here.
Why are they trying to come to America?
Cause
It's something about it. This the land of milk and honey. For
Right.
real. And it's not because of what the European brought. It's because who we are and what we
As a
had on this
people.
land. We took education and farming and everything around the world and then came back home. See, when they had their little issues in Europe to where they were being overthrown by these the white Europeans start overthrowing. That's why you know with the whole
overthrowing who?
1492 some of the Moors, they was whitewashing everything. This is the reason why you think Europe is white, because they went through a dark age and came out of the dark ages because the Moors helped them out. Gave them some game and they took the game and start, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the black nobility is still in control. But they controlled, but the white Europeans control all the the visualization of what you seeing. You see what I'm saying?
I just want to know why they didn't pick us to run the white people.
The white people wasn't nobody to run. The white people was really a plague, man. They
Yeah, I know
really
what you're saying.
they to be
In
honest,
nature,
they
they
should have
supposed to kill them.
they should have never helped them out in that way. You see what I'm saying? But that was somebody's own little experiment. You see what I'm saying?
What about
Them
the
they were as long as they was, you know, kind of you know, to they self, you know, they did their own thing. They had like 1,000-year war just with white folks. They was gonna die off for
So
real.
like when animals in the wild, when they had the white animals, they kill them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, because like albinos and stuff like that.
yeah, because I mean, basically, you're a mutation.
Yeah, so they kill
You
them.
see what I'm saying?
But we stopped killing them, and they went.
Well, somebody got greedy and wanted power, so they basically weaponized this. Because I mean, don't get it twisted. We some warriors,
Yeah,
okay? That white man though, he's a beast.
are they our kids though? Are they from us?
No,
They not.
no.
So it wasn't.
You got three
albinos, and they went to the Caucasus Mountains and came up out of
right
there.
now, if you look up in science, it's three types. It's Neanderthals, Neanderthal-like, and then black. The Neanderthal-like is them. The what you would call an albino is the Neanderthal-like. I mean the Neanderthal. The Neanderthal got 3% human DNA. In other words, a black person made them. The Neanderthal-like don't have no human DNA. So what part of the family tree that they come up out of a petri dish? Okay,
Or what?
a petri dish.
So
They're
Neanderthal light is the white people.
Yeah, the Neanderthal like. See, when you look at a white person, you think all white people are the same, and they're not. You got some of them that got souls, and some of them that don't.
I believe that.
I was gonna say I believe that.
I believe that. I
That's
believe it.
believable.
Okay,
Because ain't no way you can feed a baby to an alligator and have a soul.
This is what I'm saying. Now, if you just pay attention to look at their society. You know how in white society you got blondes, brunettes, you know what I'm saying? What now this is, and you probably gonna figure this out, but what hair shade that you never see them disparaging?
Blonde.
They clown blondes.
I'm trying to
Hair shade,
Yeah.
black.
black,
No.
brown,
No.
red.
Redheads. That the redheads there is the true white person. If you go through their so-called bloodline, all their royalty is redheads, because them is not Neanderthals. Them is Neanderthal-like people.
So they the soulless ones.
Those are the soulless ones. Those are the ones that will fuck this whole planet up and won't give two fucks.
It makes sense now.
You can't really find.
No, I got
you
two
can't-
brothers that's got that red hair.
No,
They white
you-
being, and they not like that.
My mama had red hair.
No, they.
No,
I'm talking about y'all. That 14th president.
what I'm saying is,
And it makes sense.
He ain't even got no hair, so that don't even count.
Mama had red
And that's
hair.
died.
nah, I'm not saying that
No, she
red
had
hair
brown
is.
hair. She dyed of her red.
I ain't saying that red hair is. I'm saying
Indicative.
within their bloodline.
Yeah.
You never. Okay, right now, watch TV, this, that, and other. They never clown the redhead is known as the evil or the mean one, or
Oh, yeah,
you never watch.
they mean,
You never.
though.
You never watch. They ain't on porn. They don't disparage the redhead. Queen Elizabeth was a redhead.
They don't put redheads in porn.
It's hard, you hard
know.
pressed to find them,
I
but
don't
do you
know
understand what
about
I'm
that.
just saying?
Oh,
I'm just-
Lord.
but no, but I'm just saying, like blonde, like blondes, they always, blonde airhead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't do that with the redheads. I'm telling you. Saying back in ancient time when we seen the red, this is how we knew white skin redhead, cut them off, behead them. We ain't even talk to them. We behead them. This is how we kept our societies going. This is what, if you look on the walls of Egypt, it shows you them.
So what's the story about the Caucasus Mountains?
What about them?
Caucasians, Caucasus Mountains. Like they saying that's where the albinos they got took them out because they stopped killing them and they didn't built up and they just sent them to the mountains and then they went up there and they
See,
mutated.
but that's what they said.
No,
They
I'm
said-
saying is this a true story where they mutated?
I don't believe that they were albinos. I believe that those were the remnants of the experiments. See, we had high sciences in our
Oh yeah,
Right.
Egyptians.
Yeah, the Egyptians ain't nothing. The Egyptians had to come over here to get into the priesthood. That's what they don't tell you. Notice they teach you everything about Egypt, like Egypt was the center spot, but it was America. America got more pyramids than any. You can put all the pyramids from the rest of the planet, and America got more. But they don't ever teach you that there's pyramids over here.
I'll be watching Critical Heat.
You see what I'm
They had
saying?
A lot of stuff about
But that's what I'm saying. Like they deliberately didn't teach us about America because this is our land. If they taught us anything in history other than slavery or whatever, your genetic, your DNA would have started picking up shit. You dig what I'm saying? The Akashic records would have kicked in to where you don't have to be there to be there with us. That's what melanin is. You dig what I'm saying? It's a intelligence
It's in
on
you,
this.
not.
Yeah.
It's in you, not.
You know what I mean? So they can say a certain word and it trigger us and we boom. You know what I'm saying? Time travel and remembering this is where our genius come from. We connected to the cosmos and everything around it. Everything that's living, we're connected to it. And we can tap into everything. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why they try to keep us under wraps. Like I said, that whoever created them came to the conclusion that they couldn't put no soul in them. Cause you can do. I mean, for real, you couldn't put no
Hey,
soul
they
in
just
them.
quit trying.
Nah, well, the whole thing is you done created a whole being, but this being don't have a soul. So you had to round them up and put them up. Keep guard, make sure that they don't come out of this area over here. If they ever come out of that area, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, they taught them how to stand up straight and this, that, and other, and you know what I'm saying? And then try to civilize them and brought them into society, you know what I'm saying? But then as soon as they got to acting crazy, their whole society started evolving back into animalistic behavior because they created by animals. This is the reason why they put so much on us.
Because animals don't have souls.
You dig what I'm saying?
They don't.
No.
They got spirits. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by, like, when you come bring them to us and we're the most humane people of the planet.
Right.
Black Americans.
Yeah, animals will kill their own kids.
You see what I'm saying?
Animals will.
But, but we not black Americans.
We're indigenous.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? But that, like I said, like the African is something different too.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And they've been telling us that we're African, but then if you notice, Africans never liked it, black Americans.
Never.
No, they don't want to.
My thing is, we the civilized, and we was the one that was smart and did all these inventions and everything.
Right.
But then we let somebody not smart as us run us.
It's
Because
not
they
that-
were
it's-
savage.
It's not that they was not smart as us. Is that we got put in a predicament to where the whole planet was against us.
Like they
Still
are now.
to this day.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
It ain't no
Notice,
predicament.
look.
It's a predicament.
Ask yourself this: if we ain't do nothing but teach the Asian, why the Asian don't like us? If we ain't did nothing but teach them the Latin, why the Latins don't like? If we ain't did nothing but teach the white, why they don't like us? But if we ain't did nothing but teach the African, why don't these people like us?
Same thing I tell my kids, people don't like you because they see what's in you.
You see what I'm saying? They know about your history probably better than you. They know that you're the ones.
Chosen.
You see what I'm saying? If we fart, the rest of the world want to fart. If we straighten up, everybody want to straighten. If we dance, they want to dance. Okay, so the people that y'all saying ain't shit, the whole world
But you
following?
want to be like them.
Come on, man. Make
want rock
our people
afro.
gotta wake up.
We can do better.
Asians want to rock afros.
Yeah.
Come on,
man.
Yeah.
They play golf. We come.
They
play
want to
golf,
follow
we play
everything
better.
we do.
Yeah.
And for us to be at the bottom, why would you? If you're up here, why are you trying to be like that?
We at the bottom because we too busy fighting amongst each other.
Each other.
We too busy
See, but I
trying
don't
to
look
be
at it.
bigger than the other person.
I don't even look at it like that. I look at we're at the bottom because we're the root, and the tree can't live without the root. We ain't supposed to be at the top. They ain't nothing but leaves. They seasonal people. We're the root of civilization, of humanity.
That's
tree?
a hell of a
That's
way
deep.
to look at it.
Yeah.
That's deep.
We supposed to be at the bottom. We gave all them footing in the first place.
We gonna still be here when they go.
They're passing through. We been here. You
So
dig what I'm saying?
That was a cool way to look at it right there.
That's Logic TV, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to fight for the top, but you know what I'm saying? But they say be careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? The society can't live without the root. Right now, if all the black people say, you know what, we done working, we ain't doing nothing.
It's over with.
It's over for this whole economy, this whole little setup
This
that they
whole
got
world.
running. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll crash in America and then it crash in China. The whole world start crashing just because we said we done.
I was watching a movie, and they was like, well, just put an end to them, and we just stop giving them stuff, and then that man said, who do you think made these sandwiches and cleaned this out? You know what I'm saying? If we did that, the whole community would shut down.
It
Come
just
on, man.
stopped.
And the black dollar saves everything,
Yeah.
and that's what we don't understand. Like we need to be pushing each other. Like the black dollar, they say we saved for it.
Yeah.
When they was closing down, we saved these car lots.
Cadillac.
Yeah, we saved
Yeah,
all these
Cadillac.
places because we
Cadillac
started
for
buying
damn sure.
cars.
See, but $2 trillion a year is like ridiculous amount of money for us to just be spreading it to everybody and not doing ourselves.
Yeah.
You did want to say we could all be balling overnight just by just
Spending with each other.
spending
Taking
with
care
each
of each
other.
other. Yeah.
You said
I wonder why I
nobody
said that.
spends nowhere near what we spend.
So how did they break our mentality down like that? That we not, you know,
It's-
where we
it-
was once.
Because when you cut the head off, the body don't know what to do. It's gonna follow whatever. And the head is our knowledge, is our history, it's who we are as a people, our culture, our everything. And that's why they don't want to teach our history. That's why they don't want us to teach ourselves. They don't want us to get wise.
I think we were doing better when their fangs were showing at all times.
Oh,
See, once they put their fangs up and
they
try
got
to
that
act like,
poker face.
Like-
now.
yeah, they got their poker. See, so our kids grow. "Oh, white folks ain't like, and these people ain't like, and everybody got their fangs put up. But we grew up in the
Right.
era to where they didn't have no problem with nigger. They, you know what I'm saying? They had no problem with showing that they don't care about you and what they really thought about you. And you know, we done got some family members that didn't get
So
harmed
they
by
got
them.
the,
You did.
The fat shame.
Yeah, so we knew that we had to deal with each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We would leave them alone, and that's how we was bubbling.
That's how they get us with the desegregation.
Yeah, that
'Cause
was
we wanted to go spend our money with them and took it from our own community
right,
and took it over there and spent with them.
right.
That's a cold game.
And not only that is that they brought in these other groups of people to basically slice and dice our economy up. Like the Asians, they got, you know, restaurants, they got the hair and nails and the beauty supply. That was one sector of our community. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring in, you know what I'm saying, the Africans that come with the taxi cabs and this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of what we already had going, just say in Black Wall Street, all the
But we
different
had all
businesses, it was all black. It was all us. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a situation to where our money was going this place and that place and this
Stayed
place.
there.
It stayed there and it flipped it. Where else is gonna go? Because we wasn't dealing with nobody else.
That's what they really was about.
Yeah, we manufactured our own stuff. We distributed our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? We were self-sufficient. Okay, so
didn't
I mean,
need
and here's the thing: Black Wall Street was not an anomaly.
No, it was all over the world.
Okay,
It was all over the world
if
like
you
that.
if you just think that if we take them out of the equation, okay, from quote unquote slavery, just say from 1860s or 1890s to 1921, just say 34 years, just say 40 years removed from slavery, and we had some shit to where we had mansions and what the hell you think was going on for the thousands of years we was here without white folks intervening and trampling our stuff? Come on, man. Them mansions that we built from Black Wall Street was nothing compared to what we had when wasn't no European around us. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I mean by we could, like, Black Wall Street was like one of the last strongholds for somebody in this day and age to be able to look at greatness that we had at one point in time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, you would have to go to where it's 1700s and see, and you're gonna like, man, that's too far back. And okay, well, right here in the 1900s, you had, you know, Oscarville, you had, you know, Durham, North Carolina, you had Rosewood, you had a lot of what we call
Grangerville.
Black Wall Streets all over this country, and we had we was dealing with each other. See, they don't tell like how how they narrate it doesn't give it true credit. And then we wasn't Africans either.
No.
We was indigenous.
But they were saying something about them boats wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, but now what I'm saying is we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. Tulsa sits on Creek land. Creek is indigenous. Everybody you calling it a nigger or a Black American or African American is a indigenous American. Not the $5 Indian, the light skinned Indians that's owning these casinos. Them ain't so when they bomb,
they whitewashed.
look, when they bombed this place, they bombed this place because it was indigenous people. The reason why it was mansions everywhere because Oklahoma had all the oil. Tulsa was the oil capital of the world. Yeah.
Oh, have you seen that?
The Flower
That
Moon.
was a good movie.
They said you Tulsa.
It
Yeah.
seemed like Tulsa.
Yeah.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That think about this.
Well, they show how they was manipulating. They was marrying them.
Yeah, marrying
And
them,
they
and
get
killing them,
brutal.
popping them up.
Yeah, they
See,
get
but this is
brutal.
what I'm saying. They showing you they
How they
showing you the
worked it.
$5 foot loans. They ain't showing you that they was marrying black folks. They ain't showing you that well, what you call black folks, but it's Indians. We're the Indians. If you look at the Cleveland Indians logo, it doesn't look like. If you look at the Washington Redskins logo, it doesn't look like them. You know what I'm saying? And if you look in history, these people just got their that's why they're called Native Americans. They just got put in the census as in 1924 after Black Wall Street. We were the American Indian.
And they didn't.
They call us Indians. You dig what I'm saying? They never called the Native American was. I mean the indigenous American was a copper colored person.
And they weren't allowed to register. What they was doing was just like they used to do with voting. They would bring guns and stuff and intimidate them,
Yeah.
and then they would enroll these white people,
Yeah.
and that's how they got the Indian stuff.
You see what I'm saying? They literally wrote them into
Yes, history.
they destiny swapped us in 1924 with them, with the Indian Removal Act.
And
You
even
dig what
right
I'm saying?
now, if you go and look, and do you search out the history, you'll have like one brother on the roll, one not on the roll, but they got the same parents. Why?
Yeah.
They was intimidated, so some didn't go. Some didn't even try because they didn't want to. They didn't want to be dealing with none of that. They didn't want to be killed. They didn't want to be dealing with none of that. And then some did. And then guess what? The ones that did was kind of talked into not bringing the other ones along.
Yeah. We lost all of our land through the Indian Removal Act and the Trail of Tears and all that. That was not these people that you see on the reservations. Now, this is why I said I be trying to make things logical for people, right? If these $5 Indians was the real indigenous people of this land, then look at their reservations and tell me why they ain't built up nothing in the last 100 years that they didn't have reservations.
Yeah, they reservations.
Could you give black people something for 100 years that we run the police department, all of it, we govern ourselves? Please understand, we wouldn't even been worried about no casinos. We would have had everything. But we'd have had a city within a city. You see what I'm saying? These people don't know how to build because they never was builder. We was mound builders. We was, you know what I'm saying, agrarian people to where we knew how to farm and the whole nine. We taught farming to the planet. To this whole goddamn planet. Okay? The most fruitful place on this planet is America, but we call the United States this place right here. So all the corn and all the, you know what I'm saying? We took corn around the world. Rice, tobacco,
And that
this, that,
didn't
and
turn
other.
corn
Now
into something
they got you looking at them like they're the Indians. Wait a minute. How are they the Indians when they don't know what to do with their own land?
All they know how to do is drink.
And look, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not to disparage them, but they ain't built nothing.
Yeah.
They've been banking on the government ever since the government put them in place to swap us out. You dig what I'm saying? Like right now, they get a lot of them getting ran up out the paint because Donald Trump is on some whole. Y'all ain't the real ones, and these these niggas done figured it out. So y'all finna have to shake the spot. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we tired of carrying you. You dig what I'm saying?
Figured it out.
They done figured it out.
Yeah, but you made a good point about the reservations because they
awful.
Awful.
I mean,
and like you said, if they knew how to build, if they were handy with their hands,
come on,
they would have a super nice reservation.
Them reservations is 1,000 times. Look,
that's
look,
it, and they ain't built them either.
Them reservations is 1,000 times bigger than what we call Black Wall Street. Look what we did with just that. You dig what I'm saying? If you get okay, man, this is our land. We already had this stuff. They don't know what to do because they ain't never been the ones.
They not sense.
You don't see them farming, and you don't see them building. See, normally a group of people is gonna be one. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have one of the they. You know what I'm saying? They getting they farming on, so they making tobacco or rice or
They not
you know what I'm
doing
saying? They ain't doing none of that.
That's crazy because now in neighborhoods, black people doing gardens, start gardening in our neighborhood. Have chickens, like we doing all of it now.
It's in us.
Yeah, it is in us.
Oklahoma was all the counties in Oklahoma. The blackest territory was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And notice they said this was Indian territory. Indian and black. Indian. See, we thinking it's two different. We're the Indians that it was black. Why do you think that they took us from the southeast?
They just gave us the name Freedom Indians. Freeman Indians.
See, and that was their way of wedging us onto their story.
Saying we were they slaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
But really, no. When you say freedom, that means that we had to be in bondage. No, when you got everybody attacking us, you dig what I'm saying? Now, these same $5 Indians that they said that is the Indians now, the Native Americans. Okay, these $5 Native Americans. They had slaves, right? And they didn't want to let their slaves go even after the Civil War. Now, how could they be the indigenous people of this land and they had slaves? Why was they in bed with the United States if
they was enslaved themselves? That doesn't make sense.
That don't make sense. See, they wasn't never in slavery. We was POWs, but I'm just saying they were always part of the plan with the United States government, and the way that the government paid them back is giving them reservations, and you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, the ones that they brought over from Ellis Island, the Germans, and right now 90% of what you call an Indian got German blood. Now explain that. How can you be indigenous to America but 90% of your, I don't care what tribe they from, Cherokee, Chickasaw, but they German? They got German blood? How's that? That's because they came across the Ellis, you know what I mean?
That's why they don't want to give Indian rights by blood.
Yeah, that's why they say we don't do it by the blood. Yeah, I bet you don't, motherfucker, because your shit finna come up European like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they don't do what by the blood?
Like, determine Indian rights.
Yeah. Like
because you get your card.
Yeah, so like we know we got Indian in us, but we can't go get our cards, like, because we got to prove our lineage.
Right.
But why we got to prove it when you can just take the blood? The blood proves our lineage.
See, but they blood don't come. That's why.
Because they blood don't do
and
exactly.
First they started with blood quantum. Okay, if you ain't got enough Indian blood. Okay, so we was like, okay, well, who do we need to jab then? You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, well, no, our blood too sacred. There's not enough of us to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day.
They can't keep a scam going to
look,
don't they?
Oklahoma is unique by the mere fact that all indigenous Indians, to some degree, one way or another, got pushed here. And this is the reason why, I got patience with Oklahoma. In California, I didn't have really patience like that because it wasn't kind of the same thing. But in Oklahoma, that's where I was like, you got to realize, out of all the tribes in America, all these people got pushed here. You know, it was already, you know, and did, yeah. But when we got pushed here, that's why I say you don't realize why shit be sparking in Oklahoma the way that it is, because everybody ain't with, you know what I'm saying? This bloodline really, you know what I'm saying? They might be from New Jersey where their tribe used to be, and this one was in Georgia, and this one, but you just think we all niggas. No, we're different groups of bloodlines that from different tribes, and everybody don't just get along, because these were some head scalpers, and these were some farmers, and these were some hunters, and these were some fishermen, and these were, you dig what I'm saying? But we done lost that kind of history, so now everybody just got on, you know, khakis or whatever, you know, everybody's on whatever they own, and we just think every nigga is a nigga. No, everybody should not be mixed in the bowl the same way.
And is that why they got like the internet, to where I remember back in the day when I used to travel and I would settle my CDs out the trunk, and when I went somewhere else, you would be out of place, because they could tell you not for nothing.
Right.
But now with the internet, they got everybody dressing the same, talking the same,
Right.
doing the same thing like that.
It's almost like they done blended the cultures, but at the end of the day, even with just because who we are, we already know, you know what I'm saying, that everything ain't everything with the next brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, we're real good with energy. Right. We can feel that, hey, man, something off about bro. You know what I'm saying? And we keep our eye on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think that we supposed to be around, everybody ain't supposed to be around everybody.
Right.
Okay. And the way that they kind of dogpiled us in one state, you know what I'm saying? Because you had your indigenous people that was already here. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like, you know, the red man was here and then they flooded us in with. No, it was black. The Oklahoma Territory was black. That was the Wild Wild West. White folks was afraid to come into this mug. They had to send the military in here because, anytime you rob the bank, head to Oklahoma. Cause nigga wasn't nobody finna come to.
With Bass
with Bass Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Come to Oklahoma, cause
they didn't want to mess around.
No, you gonna get, you know. Okay, so if you already had that kind of bout it, you know, indigenous here, and then you bring in everybody from the east, you know, southeast, from Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. You bring all them in here and mix them in. What you think is going on? And really, it wasn't that bad because everybody was, you know, working together in Lincoln. But then once they found out, bam, it's oil. The oil. Oh, we need to make this a state. See, it was a territory until they found out it was oil here. And then they made it the 48th state. You see what I'm saying? So they had the land rush, and you know what I'm saying? And there was some old raggedy ass shit that they pulled off. You know what I'm saying? I'll never hear nobody talking about no land rush and how they just stole land, made Oklahoma Territory a state, and then had a land rush because of the oil that was here. They don't talk about it. They just go from, you know, Indian Territory to Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? What made them make this a state then? You see what I'm saying? They weren't even interested because they had, all the states had Oklahoma surrounded. See what I'm saying? So if the niggers got out of pocket, you know what I'm saying, they could do they do-lo on them. But no, they found out this is it. They got gushers here. They got this, you know what I'm saying? So the land that we owned here had, you know, the oil on it, and this is the reason why when it came to, they don't even tell you about, they tell you some people came and, you know, set up shop for Black Wall Street. But what about the family members that had oil wells on their land that were indigenous, that were black people? What about those people?
Yeah, they tell you what they did to Black Wall Street, but not the outside.
Yeah, you talking about
the flowers of the moon.
But they telling you that's Osage. Osage ain't. No, that's Osage. They telling you about Osage. I'm talking about Creek. right here in Tulsa, when you can go right to Southwest Boulevard and see all them oil refineries, this is still being pumped to this day.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Now, why is it that when
No, they got a
somebody
lot.
when somebody with a car get pulled over and get in trouble, the Indian police got to deal with them and this, that, and other. But those are the federally recognized. But the black folks that was right here on Greenwood or right here in North Charles or whatever you want to call it, when they get messed with, why they ain't dealing with creek police? You don't think that these are creek people? This sit in Tulsa sits on creek land. So how was it that?
Yeah, they've been next to on 46th Street. They said that that's gonna be an Indian where you go get your cord.
Yeah, see, but they trying to pull in the black Indian now because they ain't the Indians. We don't need that card now. The government is about to shut down.
I know. That's what I
You see
said.
what I'm saying? Now you just selling yourself out.
It's about to
If
be
you
a
try
recession.
to, yeah. Well, I mean,
It's gonna put y'all. It's
They
gonna
not-
what?
they
It's gonna
not-
be a recession.
It's
I telling everybody, hold your money, hold your money, hold your money, because these houses is about to bottom out.
Yeah, they gonna
Whatever
have
you
to.
want,
yeah.
when all this stuff bottom out, save your money and buy. Buy.
Yeah,
Because we're going to have a recession. And it's not going to affect us the way it's going to affect everybody else.
right.
Because we used to this.
Yeah,
We used to this.
Yeah,
It
it's
ain't nothing
already
new to us.
affecting everybody.
we live in it.
Yeah. But it's going to be a recession, and it's going to be bad. It's
Yeah.
going to be one of the worst recessions.
How long you think it's gonna be before it happens?
I mean, if you think about it starting every day, you know why? Look at the homeless population.
Yeah.
Most of them is not black.
No.
Most of them is not black. And now you see what his stint is doing to
Jeff-
them.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffro.
Guess what?
Jeffro.
That's what I call him.
It's not gonna get no better. And guess what? We ain't even the targets of that. So if it's that bad where they targeting them,
Yeah.
it's coming. It's coming. And the ones at the top, the people with the money, is gonna get hit the
I mean,
hardest.
come on now.
Because they don't know how to live broke.
He's out. He's hitting our. He's already. He is trying to hurt us so bad that he's already hitting the people at the top.
Yeah.
The hospitality, the farmers. Now you want to go and say, oh, you black, poor people that's getting food stamps, they can't have pop and chips. It's a good thing, really. That's a good thing
Right.
for the health. But for those Coca-Cola and Frito-Lays, that's gonna hurt them. It's not gonna hurt us. So I'm all for it. I'm all for that.
And it's gonna knock off jobs.
Yeah.
And we not the ones holding most of those jobs because them are good paying jobs.
Yeah.
It ain't us holding those jobs.
No.
So who's it affected?
Yeah. That he's already tried to
And that's why you say they're not educated.
No.
Because any education would teach you, why would you hit your bottom line? Because if guess what? If your community can't thrive, your government can't thrive.
no. So it's like they hitting trying to hurt the poor people.
But we poor.
They
We
hurt
been- we been
their
there.
own people.
Like I said,
That's why we farming. That's why
We're the
we
root.
going gardens. We
Yeah.
getting animals. We preparing.
We out of
It's
the way.
more people. It's more black people now.
That, like you say,
In the
we-
last
we
10
do what you
years,
do.
learning how to garden. I learned how to garden.
I know.
Started myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's more black people buying chickens.
Yep.
And what's crazy is, like, the people that's coming into our community, they learning to work with us. They exchanging with us because they know
Barter.
if we live, they gonna live.
Yep.
Come on now.
If we survive, they gonna survive. Why? Because they know we gonna do whatever it takes to survive because we done it. We done been there. So that means they can ride the wave with us.
And we done seen a lot of them copping deuces.
Yeah. But
No.
yeah, I mean, because
Cause they see it coming.
They-
They already feel it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with the whole ICE and with the National Guard, and you know what I mean. But like I said, this country has to go through a transformation.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And to some degree, they gonna act like they trying to help us out. See, but we don't need that. We don't need this government help at all.
at all.
We need for them to move around, or they need to go ahead and slice this land up. If not, it's gonna turn into something to where we all gonna just have to take a look at it. We 50 million deep as far as black Americans here. For the most part, we stick to ourselves. You see what I'm saying? The reason why you ain't never seen us just act a fool. Whenever we done acted a fool, they done had this whole government had to get some act right. See what I'm saying? When they do certain stuff to us, then we just okay. What is that? What it is? See, they got this good game that they play to where they allow some of us that's ass kissers to sit on the fence and kind of be, both sides and gray area, this, that, and other. But like I said, we grow up from a generation that we done seen the horns and the fangs. This generation ain't really seen that shit. You see what I'm saying? When they do something that's so like the George Floyd stuff kind of gave insight of how wicked, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars in damage in the global movement. Because we was tripping, the whole world got to tripping. The whole world is waiting for whatever we do.
They ready
See,
to join.
this is the reason why they tiptoe around us in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
we're
why
not
they
only
upset with us.
America's
We not
culture.
making no moves right now because they
We're
going
the
through what they
world's
going through.
culture. Yeah, you did what I'm saying.
That's why they mad at us because we not tripping. The whole Charlie thing or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
They putting the black college on lockdown. Why? We not the ones that killed him. We could care less.
His own people.
His own people killed him, but they want us to be involved so bad. Why? Because they want to be able to do something. But guess what? We don't care. And guess what we doing? We laughing, joking, making songs, making dances, talking about Charlie get up. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't seen that? Like, what?
Yeah, I want to say Charlie get up.
Yes.
I'm saying that like I
And
said.
they made a dance to it. Like, this is what black people do. This is why we are the survivors, because we're not going to let it keep us down. We might have a bad day today, but guess what? Tomorrow we're going to pick ourselves up and do it again.
Because that's how we had to learn. That's what we was
done
taught.
Been through it all.
Yes, we done been through it.
See, a lot of these people that done came from these other countries and war-torn places and stuff, they think they done really been through some shit. See, the thing about being in the United States is that this is the ultimate lockdown. When you talking about a military psyop, see, you ain't never been nowhere like this. When you go to these other places, it's not like the United States. You see what I'm saying? When you step in here, it's almost like La La Land. You don't really, like if you immigrant, you don't really feel what's the client. But we know we've been here since before the construction of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So we know how they move, how they act. You know what I'm saying? We can tell when stuff ain't right and all that. They don't know. We tried to let them know that they was finna come. This immigration shit. Hey man, y'all way too comfortable. Yeah, they elbowing us. Move over in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? My auntie, you know what I'm saying? We got this over here. No, they finna come. You know what I'm saying? See, you got two different. Like I told you got two different white folk. You got the redhead. Then you got the the Neanderthal. Okay, so the Neanderthal let y'all in. Look what the redhead doing.
He ain't playing.
You see what I'm saying? He's not finna play with you. He don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He come from German stock. You dig what I'm saying? His dad was German. So, you know what I'm saying? Ran brothels and the whole. Don't give two fucks about no kid, no woman, no child, no nothing.
He was the one on the Titanic throwing the women and children overboard.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, for real. So when you understand that, okay, wait a minute. If they ain't finna let them get a foothold, okay, because that's hurting their bottom line too.
No, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? These corporations that need that cheap labor because they don't want to raise these prices. That's hurting them too. But but they can't keep going the way that they going. Why? Because we beefing this. Well, not us, but the government. Our government is beefing with
everybody.
With everybody. So you can't have their population within the borders of this country when you're beefing with their at home. How easy was it before them to turn into a sleeper cell within? You know what I'm saying? You beefing with Russia, but you letting Russians in. You beefing with Africans, but you let Africans in. You beefing with Saudi Arabians, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Venezuela. You beefing with all these people, but you done let them in your country. No, they got to hurry up and get them up out of here. Because them could have been their military or the part of their, you know what I'm saying,
But they cutting off
intelligence.
their nose to spite their face, though.
You see what I'm saying? See, because sooner or later they're going to have to turn around to us.
They're
We done
playing in
saved this
Georgia,
motherfucker
all of that.
so many times. We done carried and saved this motherfucker so
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We built it.
Yeah.
Built it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Saved
yeah, saved it. Every war that in them fought, we been on.
Yep.
Front lines, yeah. They always talk about that.
Yeah, we been on the front line,
They
but
had
now,
no
but now
Indians
you
out
don't
there
want us
fighting.
in the military.
Yeah. No,
So,
now.
so who you think gonna?
Oh, but now I thought we all had to register.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
but
We all
he's
gotta
trying to
register
make
now.
us register, but
Register
they don't
for
want
what?
black
War.
folks in the military.
For the war.
Women
for
too?
military. Yeah, he trying to make everybody register.
I thought they didn't want the blacks in the army.
So
They don't.
want to give us the good benefits. So they don't. So if it comes down to war, they want to force us. to
Yeah,
go.
we can fight them.
But they don't want to be
yeah.
giving us no money, no benefits and stuff,
Ah.
because we ain't deserving of that.
See, but that's how they use the voting process. Because in order to get your voting card, you gotta
Register.
register. If you register to vote, you register
When you
for
turn
the
18.
military.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
automatically.
See, but another thing, that's another way for them to try to keep up with our numbers, because they really don't know how many it is of us.
No, because a lot of us don't register.
Yeah, we don't register. We
And they
don't.
know.
We don't fill out no census. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We never have. So whatever number they say the amount of us it is really way more of us than that. You see what
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
saying? And the thing about it is that on some war shit, the reason why these other countries ain't just all because of us. Please understand.
No fear. We don't got fear. It's not in us.
They ain't got no problem running up in UK or England where the other white folk with the stronghold is. They don't got no problem. America, they ain't finna run up in it. They know. The world knows who we are. I'm not even saying this government. I'm saying who we are. You see what I'm saying? That they know. We're the only, but like I said, all this information coming, then you got other people from other countries helping out, because like if your history only comes from American history, you know what I'm saying, what America done taught you, then you got the Asians over here saying, no, y'all are the indigenous. Then you got the, you know what I'm saying, everybody saying y'all are the original people, y'all are the, you know what I'm saying, all the way to y'all the chosen ones, you know what I'm saying, and this, that, and other. We should know that because how everybody move with us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We should know that. Now, do we want this government to stay in place the way that it is right now? We don't have to do nothing to this government. It's going to implode itself. It's already stretching itself out thin. You see what I'm saying? And if we don't spend no money,
Yeah.
or we just spend with ourselves,
Yeah.
that'll make it go 10 times faster.
Well,
See, because all of our money is going from Asian
It's been with
community,
everybody
African.
else.
Yeah. If we just stopped doing that and did that, they would have to go back home. The immigrants would have to hurry up and pack up and get on.
that's the solution.
Yeah, otherwise they're gonna be in one of these prisons. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, they making homelessness illegal. How the
Right.
hell you gonna do
Make
that?
hope. Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy.
Illegal.
Illegal.
You can't sleep here. You can't lay there. I mean, how do you do? What's the solution?
If you an immigrant and you can't get nothing popping, you dig what I'm saying?
And they
I'm
ain't
like,
giving you the loans and the.
yeah, they gonna, all that's cut off.
Yeah, he cutting everything.
All that's cut off. They ain't giving up all those NGOs and all that stuff that they was giving there. All that shit gone. You see what I'm saying? So if we just start spending with each other,
Right.
the rest of these communities gonna dry. Even the Koreans and all these ones. If you ain't gonna get your hair nailed, if our women just said, you know what, I'm fucking with my sisters. I'm not, you know. All this middle class living that these Koreans and everybody else is living off of, our, you know, just off of siphoning off of our community, they have to get the hell up out of here.
That goes back to like the DEI when he cut off did away with DEI, and Target and Walmart, all of them wanted to join in, and then we stopped shopping at Target.
Yeah.
Well, Target wanted to go run back. Oh, now they support DEI.
Yeah. See, but
You
we
know.
we wasn't even the ones getting benefited off of DI. We
No.
was at the bottom.
Yeah, it was a lot
It's
of.
always the white woman that any of these programs, the white woman is at the top. This is the reason why they use the word minority.
Mm-hmm.
See, because
Yeah.
a white woman is a minority.
But they automatically assume
It's black.
people. But when they did away with the DEI, the white people, they was all for it until they started being affected
Yeah,
by it.
yeah, when
Once
they
the
felt-
women started being affected by it, then they wanted the black sisters to take the stand, and we like, no, we're not
we
taking the
good.
stand. Y'all handle that.
Yeah.
Y'all, we told y'all not to go vote that way. Y'all did it. So again, like he said, that's y'all problem. We've been accepting this for a long time. We good.
Well, this is an entertaining conversation. We didn't ran our course tonight, and y'all already know. Be good out there. Be good at it. And we thank Randy, Angela, Logic. We stay doing it. And y'all like, share, and subscribe, and we will get back at y'all another night.
Most
All right.
definitely.
Peace.